Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect.
Who was that? Is that
PinkGixxerGirl.
Hi!
We live?
We are live.
We are live!
Hey!
Boy,
Hey!
are we live?
We are
Trying
live.
to
Yeah.
get this thing to...
Hello, world.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the All Ladies Motovlogger Livestream.
Oh my god.
We have a Vegas girl. Then we have T-townridergirl. We have PinkGixxerGirl. We have a Midwest mayhem. We got a Doodle on a motorcycle. And the one and only Canadian Motogal. So
that was probably one of the most epic introductions
Absolutely.
I've ever gotten. I got chills. I got chills. I'm just gonna say it right now. I got chills. That was intense.
Well done.
Just keeping it classy. You know how it goes.
Classy as fuck.
For anybody who doesn't follow everybody who's in the panel, we are waiting, I think, on one or two other people.
I just got done talking to Icee.
Okay.
She is on her way home. She actually sent me a voice message.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, she should be there shortly. And
Where's
Ehart? She'll probably be in later. She's probably doing the adult thing.
Yeah. And Ehart, I haven't heard from her, but I'm sure she'll jump on.
Unless she, well, I don't know if she took advantage. I don't know if the weather was as nice up there today as it was here.
She's cheating on this with that nice weather.
Can you blame her?
No, I don't.
Absolutely not.
It was 65 degrees today, and the sun was out, so it's.
Oh.
Where do you live?
I know, like, she's the smile. She's like, "Oh my god."
I don't.
But that's okay because as of tomorrow, we'll be in the mid-30s, so it's not.
Oh God.
I know, like, she's the smile. She's like, "Oh my god." That's okay because as of tomorrow, we'll be in the. Oh, that echo.
Oh God.
I know, like, she's the smile. She's like, "Oh my god."
Whoa. Hello?
The Inception. Hello. That was a little weird. Somebody didn't have their YouTube muted.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was me. Sorry.
It happens.
No worries.
I was trying to open the chat.
Yeah, I got the side chat open. I'm trying to keep up, but it's just like... Blah, 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 blah,
We might as well. I was going to say, I'm just watching it right now.
Hey, I'm the only one with my face on here. Why is that?
Because you're the most beautiful, Doodle. You're the only one.
Doodle, I will be honest. I'm eating right now, so I don't think anyone wants to watch me eat. So.
You'd be surprised. Some people would actually love to watch you eat. That's the thing.
I try not to think about that. You know,
people will pay to watch you.
Everyone's got their own thing. That's cool. That's cool. Let them do their. You do you, and I'm gonna do me and enjoy these enjoy these wonderful boneless wings over here. So.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, my beer, it's too far away. Hold on. No, actually it's early and I can actually scoot my chair because I'm in the kitchen tonight. I can scoot my chair, reach in the fridge, grab a beer, and come right back without even missing anything. Oh God.
Nice. Well done.
The productivity level is high here.
Dude, I was looking all over. I tried this new cider. It's called Golden State Cider. I went to Bevmo. They didn't even have it. I was trying to get on my cider game for this live stream, and I was like, screwing me up, Bevmo.
Oh,
that cider game.
Sold out.
I love cider.
Dude, cider's so delicious.
I'm so country. I'm like Busch Light and Jack. I mean, if any of you have ever seen any of the other live streams I've been on, there is not a live stream that I don't have a bottle of Jack somewhere. It's my best friend.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
Hell yeah, I do.
Right on.
Me too.
The struggle will be real.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Absolutely.
Can you guys talk about how you all started riding and why you ride?
Ooh, yes, I like it. Let's go down the list. I don't know how this panel list shows up on here, but I'll just start left to right from the hangout. Canadian Motogal. If you heard her question, you can go ahead and go first.
Sure. I'm on my screen. I'm like on the right, so that makes me special, right?
Yeah.
So actually,
taking it back.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, years ago, I actually went ahead. I got my learners to do, because here in BC and Canada, we have to get like a written learners first, and then we are allowed to start riding on the road. And then we go do a big road test, and then we pass, and we're good to go. But I never followed through. So I got the learners, and I just didn't really have anybody to ride with or show me. And there was no such thing as like motorcycle classes where I was. So I just let it go. And then a few years ago, I decided to go ahead and get back into it because they started some motorcycle riding courses here. And so I went through the process and then went through the training, and it was all good. So I've been riding ever since.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got lucky because I really have nobody to ride with. So it was really, I'm pretty much self-taught aside from my weekend course.
So where do you like to ride now? Oh, sorry, I interrupted a question.
Dude, it's okay.
That's okay. I actually missed what you said.
I was saying, so where do you ride now? Like, what are your favorite riding spots?
I do little road trips because I mean, if you guys seen some of the videos, it's like wilderness galore out here, right? So we have lots of lakes and lots of little kind of backcountry roads that are really nice, but a lot of the roads are really gravelly. So with my CBR, it's a little tough to do it, which is why I was kind of thinking about going with a dual sport maybe this spring.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
Vegas girl, yes. Love
Dick
it.
pic.
Gives you the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. But I'm so short, so it's really hard. So that's why I've been putting out some questions out there to everybody about some options for shorter riders and dual sports because it's hard to find something. And I like something light as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but I don't know. That's my go at it. But I'll just say I really don't want to give up my CBR either because I love it.
Don't do it.
I know. I
It's a
love
sport
it.
bike. It go
I love
fast.
it.
Try to find a way to keep both.
That's a plan. That's a really good plan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the DRs aren't as tall as the Yamahas and the Suzukis, or the Yamahas and the Kawasaki's. You know, KTM is tall, but the Suzukis tend to be a little bit shorter, just, you know, when it comes to the off-road vehicles.
Nice. Great.
Yep, I told you that I sat on that 650 and I fit,
Yeah.
and you know, I fit just
Yeah.
about the same on my CBR, so you should definitely go sit on that one. I loved it.
Awesome. I'm totally going to try it. I'm hoping they have some demo days around here because a lot of the dealerships don't do that here. So if not, then it just makes it a little tough, but we'll see what I can come up with.
Right on.
That's awesome. That's a great question too. Thanks.
Cool. It was a great answer.
All right.
Me too.
The question was why you started riding, right, Doodle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you start riding and yeah, like how did you start riding?
Oh, I missed the line. I'm like the how.
Why? How you start riding? You start riding how?
Because English.
No need English. You go Doodle. You answer the question.
Now. You do it right now.
You translate for me. You translate, please.
That's so bad. I'm Canadian. Remember, that's my excuse, right? Yeah. Okay. Why I started riding? I always wanted to ride ever since I was young. It's something I always wanted to do, and just never. I don't know. And nothing else really could kind of meet with it. It was just the thrill, the open wind, and it's a really good like mental health kind of activity too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
therapy.
Yeah, it's therapy, and you're kind of like in your own space, yet you're not. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's why for me.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Thank you. Doodle, would you like to answer your question?
Sure. Why I started riding. I started riding as an accidental discovery that I liked it. It was one summer where I decided I needed to stay away from boys and be single for a while because I needed that. And I was trying a whole bunch of different things that summer, just stuff that I hadn't had the chance to do before because I was always being a little tag-along shallow to some guy. So this time,
Ooh.
I was doing all sorts of things. I went scuba diving. I learned photography. I guess that's about it. And then
Well, dang, you go. That's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Oh, thanks, guys. And then I wanted to learn to ride a motorcycle. I didn't want to commit, though. I thought it'd just be something to do for like a week. So I found out about the MSF course. I was like, okay, that'll be great. I can just do it for like 2 days and then move on with my life. But then after that weekend, I was like, this is the best thing ever. This is my life now. So I still wasn't originally thinking of getting a motorcycle, but I looked into maybe renting or doing classes or doing dirt bikes, and just financially, I was like, this isn't viable. And what I would want a motorcycle for is to roam the roads and go to new places. So eventually, I bought my own motorcycle, and now I'm obsessed with it.
I have to say, I absolutely love your engagement photos with your bike.
Oh,
Dude, those are my
yes.
favorite. I was like,
That's great.
this is the only engagement photos I give a shit about, to be honest. I see all that stuff on my Facebook, people getting
I
engaged,
love
and I'm
it.
like, look, I don't even care.
I know.
Where's your motorcycle?
Word.
Bruh,
Thank you. Call me
I
Rube
would do that too.
suggested Thank you. Call me Rube suggested I make that into a photo challenge. So the next one I post, I'm gonna tag all you ladies and anyone hopefully and make that a photo
Dude,
challenge.
I'm all about that.
I love it. That's great.
And you can do whatever you want. You can make it a PG engagement photo shoot, or you can make it a rated R engagement photo shoot.
Whoa. Whoa, getting a little nasty.
Oh yeah,
Wheels are turning.
I'm excited about it.
I'm thinking.
I don't know if
got
that's an
two.
engagement photo anymore.
Right?
Wait, what'd you say?
That's crossing the line from engagement photo into some dangerous territory. You're looking at some like calendar girl territory right there.
Oh yeah. I guess there are plenty of those available. Maybe I shouldn't say that then. Whenever I make the challenge, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll do the calendar challenge. We'll just have we'll do like a lady motovlogger calendar. Every month is a different lady motovlogger.
Right on.
That would be good.
That would.
Oh, dude, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sell them and then we'll like donate it or something to some fucking bitches who ain't got bikes. Cause I don't know.
Cool. I mean, I don't know if you're just joking, but that actually would
We need to.
No, yeah, no, it was a joke initially, but I think that would be really cool, actually.
Yeah, we need to hashtag that shit.
Yeah, dude. Why not?
seriously.
Bitches on
Yeah.
bikes.
Yeah. Teal Monster says donate it to MotoFam. Hell yeah, dude. I can take that.
Yeah, totally.
What's MotoFam?
MotoFam is what's the word I'm looking for? It's one of them organizations that they collect donations and they help fund for people who have gone down on their motorcycles. And
Oh,
so
wow.
they sponsor a lot of different events. If you're in an accident, they're really good about setting up GoFundMes and stuff like that. When people get in an accident, you can't cover your own medical costs, especially if you get real fucked up. What are you gonna do? And they help your family out, especially if you're the only provider of your family. You go down and you're out for a couple of months. It really helps out your family.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're sick. That would be awesome. Make a all-female motovlogger calendar, and we could donate to MotoFam. I'm sure they would dig it.
Oh my
Hell
gosh,
yeah.
I love this idea.
That's a great
dang.
idea.
It is a great
Dang,
idea.
How long have we been streaming and we already came out with this bomb ass idea? Dang, we need to do this more often, dude. Come up with some fucking killer ideas. I'm all about this.
Dude, Doodle straight lost her shit right there. She's like, yes.
Well, she's already basically on that calendar level, like photos. Have you seen those
She's on
engagement
that calendar
photos?
level
Yeah.
shit.
They're on
She's on that
point.
calendar level shit.
Thank you.
Straight fire. Straight fire.
All right. Sweet. All right, now we're getting back. We'll get back
Now
to
we
the
have a
question.
Okay.
I think.
We've all gotten her move.
What made you start riding, and why you ride, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Why?
so-
How you started riding, etc.
And then, so we got next, Midwest Mayhem, or did you have any more to add to that? I'm sorry.
No, that's
Okay.
it.
Midwest.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Yeah. Question
Sorry.
moving on to you.
I'm sorry. I actually started riding, oh God, I'm going to say it's been over 10 years ago.
Wow.
Dang. dang. OG.
Started.
Not worthy.
Yeah. I feel like, oh man, like
I started out on dirt. Like that's what I started out on, and it was
That's
nothing
cool.
fancy. Had like just a little shitty XR 200, and just basically that's how I got into it. And I was like, okay, I'm addicted now. So I've done a little bit of everything. I've dabbled in woods riding. Not a huge fan. I during the winter when we have ice, I ice ride. I've done the whole flat track or dirt track thing, depending upon where you're from.
Oh, that's cool.
And so, then eventually I was like, maybe it's time to finally get on some actual solid ground. So that's when I started riding bikes, and that's just kind of the reason why. I don't really have a legit reason why. I just wanted to. You should, me personally, I don't think you should have an actual reason as to why you want to do it. If it's something that you enjoy and it's something that you have a passion for, then just go fucking do it.
Yeet.
Cool.
Word.
And what about now? Where do you mostly ride?
Mostly road, but I mean there are the occasions that I'll get on the dirt, and when there is actually ice, I'll get on the ice. So it's kind of a mix of everything. I try to keep it as equal as possible.
Ice?
Ice.
How?
Studs.
So do you really do you do that to your own tires, or do you get oh dang. We got a gangster over here.
That is so awesome. I don't have the guts to do it. I would love to. I can't do it. I just can't imagine doing it.
Is it any different? Cops? Is it any different than riding regularly on the road?
Oh, it's hella different. I mean, there's the traction. You get your traction from the studs. So imagine trying to ice skate, or walk on ice with studs. So it's actually easier. I mean, you still have the same traction to a degree, but the slide out's a lot easier. And it's actually not as bad when you fall.
Oh, that's all in some nice little powder.
It still hurts, but you slide more than just stopping.
Yeah.
Oh, true enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because we had this thing, there's that old saying where they're like, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. Well, people say that, and I'm like, yeah, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt until you hit it at like 60, 70 miles per hour.
And then your body breaks.
And then that's like a cheese grater, or taking a Brillo pad to your skin.
Ugh.
Which I've done a few times. I have my scars, trust me.
Ouch.
I have my scars. But yeah, ice riding is really fun. I always tell people, if you get the opportunity to do it, try it once. It really is. It's fun. And Lee, I know he's over in the side chat. Lee is the god of ice riding. I'm sorry, I can't compare my skills to his. I mean,
I was just watching his video today where he repainted the helmet, getting ready for that Frozen Fury.
Yeah, if you guys have not watched Frozen Fury, you really need to go and watch it.
Dude, it gets me all pumped up. I'm
longer.
just like, man, I need to step up my game and try and fucking at least wheelie or something. I can't even get out on that ice. Can't get out on the dirt.
I didn't even know that was an option, riding on ice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, because around here, and even, I haven't done it for a while, but there's some really nice and well-maintained tracks up in Michigan. Like I think there's a guy that owns a big lake, and he actually turns it into just basically like one big massive ice track.
That's
Whoa.
sick, dude.
Cool. That'd be awesome.
I'd
See,
do
that's
that.
You'll have to for my up north folks, you need to actually look into it, because I know there's places where you can go and ice ride.
Wow.
Did I just blow your mind? Like, I feel like I just blew your mind.
I feel like you just told me about a whole new world.
It is really, I mean, it's fun. Like with me, I don't have like a high end, fancy as fuck ice bike. It's a freaking XR 100. It's nothing fancy. But
you don't really need anything fancy though, because all you need really is those tires, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people that it depends. Like the place that I go to here locally, it's anything bigger than like a 150, you're running the risk of breaking through.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
no, and the people that own it, it has to be a particular thickness
That's
to be
what
able
she
to even
said.
get on it. Because
Is this what you got? What you have, Midwest XR100?
I do, yeah. Yep, that's
Am I looking at the
exactly
right
what I have. Now mine
Cool.
is, if you go to my Instagram, you have to kind of scroll a little bit. I don't have a lot on there, but my XR100 is on there.
I'm gonna look at that too.
And it's actually set up for flat track.
Oh,
Make sure
that's
yeah,
fucking awesome,
it's
dude.
set up for flat track. So if you scroll down just a skosh, you'll see it. I'll tell you. When. Keep going. Keep going.
Ooh, look at your bike. That's so nice.
That's an old picture. The ones up at the top are the better ones.
Oh, ooh, look at that one.
I'm just gonna creep on your Instagram. Don't mind
Hey,
us.
click on my Instagram.
Show
It's
the
cool.
world.
Don't. You know, it's cool.
Look at your eyes, girl.
On fleek.
Oh God, there's that throwback.
So
That throwback.
Midwest back in the day.
Freshman year in high school.
That is awesome. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back
No,
on
you're fine.
top.
It's somewhere. God dang, it's actually a little bit farther down than what I thought it was. Oh, there's my first bike.
Is this your
That's
first bike?
No, that's my XR. That's my dirt bike.
That is nice. It looks almost like a dirt bike to my untrained eye.
Well, it's set up for flat track. That's why the tires aren't, they're not knobby.
Hey, E-Heart.
Oh,
Oh.
bye, E-Heart.
I'm just kidding.
Is
But
she
yeah,
here?
so she just popped in and popped out.
Aw.
It's okay. I'm sure she'll be back.
Okay, I'm back too.
Hi.
Hey.
Midwest, I have a question for you specifically. When are you going to Motovlog?
Oh, I knew that was fucking coming.
You can't talk about all this great stuff and then not like show us.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it is in the works. I have quite a bit of footage that I am slowly going through.
Ooh.
I've had a lot of personal stuff come up here within the last couple months that has kind of set things back a little bit, and the weather here doesn't help either. But I have plenty of footage. It's just going and weeding through it all. And the last few days that it's actually been nice out, I've recorded a few things, nothing fancy. So hopefully here.
What, are they asking about your footage again?
Yes, they are.
If you want them, I do have some of you. I can piece together a little
Hey,
fucking
E-Heart. Thanks for
I do have
coming in.
some from being on rides with her, yeah.
You guys know each other?
Oh my God, yes. I stayed over at her house.
Whoa!
We need to have like a big old sleep.
We had a sleep.
Yes.
Oh.
Sleepover.
Yeah, we want to see those videos.
That stays in between me and Heart's video drive.
Kill Switch, sorry to interrupt real quick. Icy's trying to find her link.
Oh, okay.
I can send it to her. I'll send it to her. I'll just send her.
Okay.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
let her know.
No problem. But yeah, no, me and E-Heart actually met. When was that? We met a couple times actually.
Yeah, I think the first one was the Kalamazoo ride. I think that was July or August? August, maybe?
I know it was the end of July because it was the last weekend in July.
Yeah, I had just gotten back from the Tail of the Dragon, and then we made that whole weekend thing over in Kalamazoo there. And then the barbecue ride that I hosted, that was like, I think, a month later.
Yeah. So yes, me and E-Heart are buddies. At least I think so. I mean,
I think so too. You're good. You're good.
Oh, so yes, we do know. But yes, when it comes to footage, like I said, I do have stuff. Most of the stuff that I do have, unfortunately, does not have any audio. It's mostly just like going to be like montagey type shit.
That's all right.
And
yeah, that's so cool. That's fun to watch, especially like if people want to see footage of your bike, especially. I love watching even if it's just montage, no talking. I love watching like sport bike, like racing videos and stuff. Get that rush.
Well, and what really upset me is that I actually had some stuff from when we did ice racing probably about 3 years ago, but unfortunately most of those files were corrupt or too little. They were and they were on. They were like literally it was like potato phone quality. I mean, there's one video that I did. There's like a little 30-second clip or whatnot that I posted on my Instagram of when we did ice riding, and you can see it's straight potato quality. It's really bad. I'm like, I'm not gonna go ahead and
don't like.
Well, I don't want to have people have to like go cross-eyed trying to actually watch it.
I don't know. Some of my first videos were pretty bad, even the quality.
Well, I'm thinking. I honestly, I think when those videos were recorded, I think I had like a Galaxy S3 maybe or something like that. So
those phones are no. My boyfriend has a Galaxy S3, and it is 110% potato. Those things do not. It does not come across very well, especially if you send it or upload it anywhere.
Well, yeah, I found that out because like on my phone, I was like, oh, it doesn't look that bad. And then I posted on Instagram. I'm like, fuck, that looks terrible. So that's why the description I was like, excuse the quality, but this is what we do for fun. But it's always a good time. But I'll get there with the footage. I'll get there eventually.
Good.
Eventually, in due time, my friends. In due time.
Good.
Since I knew that question was going to come up anyways. I prepare myself for pretty much every live stream.
How do you prepare yourself for live streams?
Yeah.
How do I prepare myself for live streams?
Yeah.
Basically get my stuff set up, crack open a beer, crack open my jack, and then pop a squat. and then live stream and chill.
I like it. All right, we're still going down the line. PinkGixxerGirl, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Awesome.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm here.
You've been so quiet. Let's hear it. Let's hear Doodle's question, which is how'd you get into motorcycles and why do you ride? I think that was it.
I started riding. Well, my husband, he's been riding motorcycles for a really long time. But when we got married, he got rid of his. So then he's been wanting to have another motorcycle. And I told him, I said, yeah, I have no problem, but just make sure you have enough money to get two because I am not riding backpack.
Hell yeah. Word.
Go, girl!
Excellent.
So that was a deal that he could get a motorcycle anytime he wanted, but he needed to make sure he could afford two. So then time just passed, and then 2 summers ago, my son, he got a really good job on the summer, and he got paid in advance. So he went and bought himself a motorcycle. So he actually was the one who had a motorcycle. So he started riding it, and then I never ridden a motorcycle in my life. So I was kind of like afraid to get in it. And so I told my husband, I said, okay, I think I'm ready. Can you show me how? I was just afraid son's motorcycle because it was new. So I just didn't want to do that. Yeah. So then, but he actually came in.
Who wants to accidentally drop it? It's beautiful.
Yeah, I would feel horrible. So, but actually, I was pretty good at it. I mean, after going down the street a couple times, I told my husband, I said, okay, I think I'm ready to go out on the streets. And he's like, you only went down the street a couple times. I said, I know. But so anyway, so I did, and he was just, I was like a kid. I would come home, and if my son was at home, I'm like, can I borrow your motorcycle? And he'll be like, sure, Mom. It was funny. I mean, I was asking him for the keys. So anyway, so my son and I, we both together actually went and had our learner's permit, and then we did our test together, and we got our permit like the same day. So then as soon as I had that, then my husband was like, okay, wait a minute, you know, I gotta catch up. So then he went and got he's done. And well, then that's probably, like I said, my son got his motorcycle in June. On July, we were legally ready. And then on September, I saw my bike on eBay. And this girl was selling it, and she was down in Florida. And I said, that's it. This is my bike. So by the time the bike got here, you know, shipped from Florida to here, my husband found his bike. So that was it. Everything else is history.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool that your
That's crazy.
son got into
Because
riding.
I would have never imagined, you know, like I said, I told my husband, you can't have one until I have one too. And, you know, so my son actually is the one who got us actually going and actually doing it. You know, we wanted to do it, but we just, you know, but as soon as I got in that thing, I was like hooked, and I was like, no, I gotta have my bike. We, you know, my husband has to have his bike, and we all gotta go riding.
Yes.
So
that's awesome.
But by the time my bike got here, it was already October. So I only got to ride like 1 month, and then winter hit, and I had to put it away. So last year I didn't start riding again until like March, because it was a rough winter last winter, and so I didn't get to ride. So basically, altogether, I think I only been riding for about 6 months.
Wow. Okay. Do you ride as a family
That's my
now?
story.
That's really awesome.
What?
That's the most unique story I've heard as far as getting into motorcycles yet.
I know, right?
Yeah. Most wives especially are just like, I don't even want to get on the bike, let alone you gotta buy me one if you get one.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My mom doesn't want me to talk about motorcycles. If I ever mention it, it's like praise in Spanish. Oh man. Do y'all ride as a
my
family?
brother actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, we do ride all the time. Well, my son, he just turned 21. He was 20 at the time, 19, 20. So, you know, at first it was kind of fun, you know, go ride with mom, go ride with dad. But then now he's like, hey, I'll pass. You know? Yeah. He doesn't like much attention. And when I'm out riding, I get so much attention from, like, you know, the bike. Actually, not me, but the bike gets so much attention that my son just doesn't like it. He doesn't like, you know, cars honking and people waving, and, you know, so he's
like, cool it, mom.
He was like
trying to be cool, mom.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, hey, you know, there's a lot of kids out there that will have this cool mom. He's like, yeah, you're cool, but no thanks.
Oh man.
Trying to be one of them tough young guys, just like, trying to pick up chicks on his bike. That's why. He's got mom
on a bike, and it happens to be his mom. Yeah.
He got a big bike next to him. It's like, mom, you're cramping my style. Trying to pick up hot chicks.
However, I'll be honest though, like, it's messed up. So like, I ride with guys all the time. Like, I would ride with my boyfriend and whatnot. Chicks would be blowing him fucking kisses and shit. Basically, I fucking him through the goddamn car window. I'm like, did you not see me? I'm dressed in fucking pink, bitch.
That's when you get out of your car. I mean, of your
bike. Be like, excuse me.
Your car.
You can tell what kind of life I have.
Well, see, even on that, I'm still like that. I'm still like, well, you know, if girls are checking you out, I said, that's fine. I said, but I got to give you the approval first.
She can't ride. She's out. Not worth.
Mama Moto gotta approve.
Right.
That's right. PinkGixxer, where are you from? I love your accent.
Actually, I was born in Mexico City.
Oh.
And yeah, I lived there until I was 14, and then my parents got divorced. And my dad, actually, I stayed with my dad, not by choice, but that's just how it was. And we moved to California, to Los Angeles. And I lived there until a few years ago that I moved. Now I'm in Terre Haute, Indiana, which is about about an hour from Indianapolis, 3 hours from Chicago.
Oh yeah, I've been to Terre Haute. I have a friend that lives there. Or
No way.
my friend
Really?
I mean ex.
Well, around this summer, we're planning to do like a meetup in Indianapolis. So I'll let you know. Maybe you could just come.
Ooh.
Maybe.
That's okay. I mean, I take a maybe.
Hey, Miss Ice. She
Ice.
dropped in.
Oh,
Thanks for joining us,
Hey,
dude.
lady.
Hey.
Hello.
hi.
I've never seen your face, Mrs. Ice. Hello.
It's all over my Instagram. Everyone says that to me.
I just look for your bike, I guess. All I care about you guys are your bikes. I don't care about you as people.
I know. I pulled up to the lot today in the car, and everyone's like, "Who the hell is that?" I had to like get out and go run up and say I'm not the cops. Yeah, no one knows me without my bike. Hi guys. Oh, it's not guys. It's hi ladies.
Hi.
Yeah, we're sensitive. We have to be called ladies.
Yeah.
I need to,
We're not.
I need to
We're
know-
not guys. Oh my god.
I need to pull the chat out, so I'm gonna mess around with this.
All right.
Oh, keep one eye on that side chat.
What did I miss?
Everything.
I know.
Oh no, you haven't missed much. We came up with the idea with doing a ladies' motovlogger calendar, and then selling it, and all the profits would go to MotoFam.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then we were just kind of going over what everybody, why they started riding, and why they like to ride, and that's what we're working on.
Okay, go. Keep going. I'm playing with the computer.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so we had PinkGixxerGirl, and then how about T-townrider? I think she's muted. Is she still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Ooh, woo. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. Well, I started riding because my husband rode since he was a small kid, and I was a backpack for like 3 years, and then it just got uncomfortable, and I just kind of stopped riding with him, and he rode alone, and then all of a sudden he was like, "You're going to this class on this day," and I went to the class, and I've been riding ever since. I've just fell in love with it.
Oh yeah.
Wait. So you were riding on the back for 3 years, and then you didn't like it though until you took the class.
No, I mean, I was fine on the back. I just like got older and it wasn't as comfortable because he rides a Hayabusa, so you're pretty much like your knees are to your chest. That's the most comfortable bike to ride. That's the Cadillac of riding on the back of bike. I was gonna say that is the smoothest ride you'll ever have. I mean,
I'm triggered right now.
Triggered.
I'm triggered. Hayabusa.
Hayabusa.
Actually, I liked riding on the back of his ZRX 1200R in Kawasaki. It has a big, huge, comfortable seat, and I could just chill back there and still go fast. I mean, he got that bike up to like 185 with me on the back.
Damn. You are brave.
Hey, girl.
It was fun.
That's awesome. Where do you like riding now?
Just anywhere. Like, I can't ride right now because our weather's so cold.
Yeah.
So right now, I would ride literally to the grocery store if I could.
Oh yeah.
It's cold.
Nice. Cool. All right. So moving on. Let's go on to the next on the list, which would be Vegas Girl.
Wow, that's a really good accent.
Sorry, I was watching the side chat here. God, it's really moving.
It's so hard.
We
That's
got
what she said.
54 watching.
That didn't just happen here. That did not happen here.
Yeah.
Got to keep everybody entertained.
You know?
I grew up in
keep myself entertained.
I grew up in a dirt
about you
family.
Oh my god, I can't do this. I can't type and talk. God damn.
I know. I got to just turn away from the computer screen. Jeez.
It's super hard.
I'm like, okay, I got this. I totally, and I can't, and I'm like zoning out because for some reason my brain is like not multitasking tonight. So if at any point you say my name and there's like dead silence, you may just have to kind of scream at me or like clap because sometimes just clap at me, just be like, hey.
It's your turn. Go.
I'll snap out.
Can we whistle for you?
That's fine. You can do that too. You can. A lot of times, most of my friends get a hold of me by just yelling out like, "Hey, bitch!" And I usually turn around pretty quick.
It's like, who said that? I know you ain't talking to me. Oh, yeah.
No. Oh wait, no, you were talking to me. What's up?
All right. So, I grew up in a dirt family, watching my dad go out riding every weekend, and you know all the drama that goes on along with that because he was the only one in our family that rode, and getting into trouble. He tried to keep me away from two wheels for quite a while. Honestly, you know, when I look back on it now, I recognize that he really did try to keep me away from it. But I started riding dirt by happenstance to a certain extent because my cousins smuggled one of their old bikes to me, and I took off like crazy, and we hid that from them for quite a while. And then I kind of got away from dirt riding here, you know, because you can ride just about anywhere in the dirt, and it was in a rural area. As kids, you know, it wasn't in the city. There was the city blob, and then everything out of that blob was very rural, so there wasn't a lot of problem with cops and stuff.
That must be really nice.
It was as a kid growing up here, you know, other than the fact that there's not a lot to do as a teenager, but as a kid, there's a lot to do in the desert. And then I started doing just local circuit dirt bike races, and did a little bit of three-wheeler racing, believe it or not. And it's the very first time I saw a Ninja crotch rocket, you know, the quote-unquote crotch rocket, I was on the school bus because nobody that I knew rode street. I didn't grow up with people that rode on the street. That was, you know, death. And or at least that's how it was communicated to me and my family. And I knew immediately that that's what I wanted to do. And I've always been involved in a lot of dirt activities throughout my life, come and go. But I knew, you know, within the last 10 years, I've really wanted to experience street riding, and just recently got up on two for street legal. And I love it. I can manage to swing it so that I can still dirt ride and street ride, because it is very difficult to get a bike to do both well. And I figured that one out real quick. And I'm still doing it, and I love it.
Yeah, that's why eventually down the road I want to get or look into adventure bikes. And I know they're really tall. But, like, they're notorious for being super tall. I'm super not tall, but they seem like a good in-between. I get jealous of those adventure riders who's just like, oh, dirt, no problem. Oh, highway, no problem.
Oh,
and it's hard to remember when, on my new bike, riding it around, and I see something that's like, oh, I could go up there. It's like, no. You know, it's not a wise choice, but I do have to say that the two have crossed over very well, because when I have gotten the new bike off-road, it's not a big deal. Even though the balls is heavier, it's not. It doesn't really faze me because I've done so much dirt riding in my life.
That's cool.
That's awesome. You must be really, really nimble and really good on the road, I would think. Like, you're really good at dodging stuff, really good at quick reaction.
Well, yeah. Dirt Vegas girl, I'm curious. Like, you're just doing like open track kind of stuff, or are you doing like out in the woods trails and or desert trails, or? It's
a little bit of both. We've got a lot of good Jeep trails here, gravel Jeep trails, and then there are quite a bit of single track that it isn't like your guys' single track. I watch your guys' videos of single track and the trails that are set up by your state and think, oh my God, what that would be like. And it's only been like within the last 10 years that the BLM here has started creating OHV trails. And they are all over the state, but there's, not a lot here in the city. But the desert encroaches on every development pretty much. So wherever you go, there is access to some type of either dirt bike or four-wheeler trail that you can get on and go. And
no, those trails mostly open, or because I know what she's saying, and like out here, because I do dirt riding in the middle of the woods on a single track. Yeah, that shit keeps you on your fucking toes.
Whoa.
Like you cannot rest back for a second. There could be a tree root, a fucking hole, sand. I mean, you never fucking know, and that really keeps you on your toes.
Nothing like that specifically in the city. We don't have the trees to deal with, and that's what always amazes me is I think you guys have to have way more skill than we do.
But half the time, they don't even they try to groom the trails, but it's not always all that great. There's full-fledged trees laying right in the middle of your trail.
Right.
Like, I've even come straight up a hill, and then it turned real quick, and there's a log. I jumped off the bike and watched my bike hit a tree.
Yeah. Just bail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But here it's mostly that the four-wheeled vehicles destroy the good trails a lot, and it's more rock and hills and a mixed media. You could go from hard pack to sand to gravel to straight out rock that's come up through the ground very quickly. A lot of washes.
More cleared out, so you could really kind of get on it more.
Yeah, you can, but you've got to be prepared to realize that what's under you is going to change really quick. Right, and a lot of washes, because we're in a valley, and the alluvial fan that comes off the mountains, every single grade has a whole bunch of washes that you can literally tear it up in. And it's a lot of fun. I grew up washing race, something like that, where you get a bunch of friends and you just go straight up a big wash that's full of everything from like head-sized boulders down to fine sand, and it's a lot of fun. And it changes every time it rains. It changes. But nothing groomed per se in the city right here. But there are OHV trails within 100 miles of here. I haven't done them yet because I'm not a big fan of competing with the people in the razors and stuff, and four-wheelers.
Oh, see, we find the single tracks. So there's no razors, there's no four-wheelers. It would be other motorcycles only.
Yeah, it's bizarre. You'd have to be here to understand. You could start out on what is an established four-wheeled vehicle trail, and then just find a single track that's been created by dirt bikes that just goes out and you just take it.
Oh yeah.
But it's not maintained or marked, or you just kind of got to know where it's at. And that's why I'm tripped out by what you guys have.
Dang.
Right, no, it gets crazy. You could actually go, there's a trail system, and you could go ride it for I'm not joking, 40 miles, just straight north. There's signs all over the place, gas this way, lodging this way.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's cool, but like you said, on top of the known trails, then there's all these little side spots and this and that, and dude, you'd be fucked if you didn't know where you were, had a GPS.
Right.
Ooh.
I've gotten lost and ran out of gas.
See, and that's the nice thing about not living in the woods is where I've always grown up, in most places, downhill is home. If you're up in any kind of terrain, just go downhill and and you can see. You can literally see for miles. That's why every time I've ever visited that part of the United States, it's how the hell do you guys find your way around? You can't see anything.
I'll tell you what, what I did? I started taking pink duct tape and fucking just putting it on some of the fucking hanging trees so I could follow my pink duct tape back.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Right? And then if anything happens, too, follow my duct tape, and when they stop, I must be somewhere around there.
Great idea.
But yeah, when it goes back to, I don't know, street is such a...
awesome thing.
It is. It really is. I like the mind game that you've got to constantly be thinking and moving.
That's what keeps me out of my everyday life.
Yeah.
It takes me away completely.
You can't zone on that shit at all. You know, and that's, I guess for me, I'm really glad I have a dirt background. What I'm really the happiest about from going from my dirt, you know, on off-road bike to a true street bike is it's not as tall. It's not as much work to ride the bike.
No,
because
it's like
of
lazy compared.
It is.
It is, yeah.
There's no way around it. It is.
Wow. I'll have to come get a dirt bike and ride with you Vegas sometime. Come out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're literally out of where I live right now. I can get on a trail within less than a mile, although they're blading it off. But, you know, there's always another way to get onto it. And I wish they would do more with preserving areas for us to have access, guaranteed access. They do shit everywhere on this side of town for horses. And you look at it and you go, oh man, yeah, okay, so it's dirt trails, it's open, it's a park, you can go, and it says no motorized vehicles. And of course, horses and motorcycles don't mix. I get that, but it's like, really, guys? You've got all this infrastructure that you've built, these beautiful parks and trail systems for horses, and that's it.
Wow.
They don't want all them hooligan ass kids messing up the trails.
Dang.
That's what they do.
You don't think they could do like a sharing or something, you know, like where, you know, certain days it's acceptable for the motorcyclists to enjoy it?
Now that would be cool. That would be, if I were you, I'd propose that.
Yes.
Yeah, because it makes me mad. There are I just discovered 2 beautiful parks that were built within like the last 10 years. And there's all these trails, all this infrastructure built specifically for people to come either trailer or ride to and enjoy it. And you can't use it other than if you're on a horse. It's like, that's really one-sided, guys.
Yeah. Well, they probably do that too, because then, I mean, if they make it so no dirt bikes or anything can go out there, then nobody has to enforce it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
the thing is though too, and I'm guessing that this is probably a big part of their main reason. A lot of people look at it as the dirt bikes / 4-wheelers rip up and tear up what was flat land. I know the one tracks do. There's rivets and this and that like everywhere. And it's probably it ruins it for the horse is what I'm guessing.
No, I get that because I grew up with horses too, so I do understand that side of it. But there are a certain amount of us that are, you know, polite enough not to do that. And I just can't believe they put all this money and infrastructure in for that and didn't even think about the people that want to enjoy their motorized vehicles.
Well, it's kind of cool. Michigan put a lot of thought into that.
And that's the same
I'm
thing in
amazed.
Ohio. It's Ohio, like around here, you can pretty much, as long, like, especially even on private land, because we do a lot of the woods riders around here, as long as you ask permission, they don't care.
Right.
And there's some pretty nice trails around here.
I didn't even really know what a one track or a single track was until I watched your guys' videos and Be Rad. And I see what you guys see. Yeah, because I'm born and raised here.
Yeah,
like,
basically a lot of the trails that not his out-of-state videos, but a lot of the ones that he posts in Michigan are the same trail systems that I'm out riding.
Yeah.
It's insane. Actually, I'll be honest. So I have a CR80, and everybody laughs. No, it's a CR80 Expert. It has bigger tires. It sits up higher. It's almost a full-size bike. And the handlebars, though, were skinnier. And when I got my 125, I kept having problems clipping my fucking fingers on trees because the handlebars were longer. I actually had my handlebars cut down 1.5 inches on both sides so I'd stop clipping the fucking trees.
Did you not have bark busters?
Not at first, which I did get some, but then I was still busting on trees. And, like, it was just enough.
Wider.
Right. If I lost 1.5 inches, like the one day I got like really fed up because I hit it just right, like it made me crash, even though I had a bark buster.
Oh yeah,
I didn't get my finger, and then I was like,
in the branch, it'll toss you off.
Yep. I'm like just a little bit off both sides, and Erica will be happy. And so I did. I got someone to shave 1.5 inches off both sides. Everything still fits all nice, and I just don't clip trees anymore. It's fucking great.
Right. There, that's all that matters. As long as we don't clip trees, we're okay.
And you guys that are thinking about getting like a dual sport or, you know, an adventure bike, whatever, you know, you don't have to get a 250 or a 450 or 400 or 200. You can, a lot of places you can get a smaller bike that you can make street legal depending on your laws so that you're not trying to do off-road on such a tall bike because it is an issue. And I don't have that issue. I'm kind of tall. And so I can somewhat flat foot Dick, but I understand what you're talking about because it's a totally different style of riding. But get like a 125 or an 80 even, and practice on that. They still retain their value. Sell the damn thing, and then get what you want, so you know what you're able to do.
Yeah, my 80's it's called a big wheel, so it has like bigger wheels than your normal 80, but then smaller than say your 125. It's kind of in between. That's actually the bike I learned on. That's the bike I have my comfort zone. That's the bike I'm doing wheelies on, despite it's a 2-stroke. If I fall, I'm not scared. I've fallen too many times to count and never hurt anything. So,
see, that's what I want to. That's what I want back is like 80, 90 cc 2-stroke dirt bike, because that's what I grew up riding, and then graduated to a bored out 125. But I would like that smaller bike back to be able to really tear it up, because Dick is heavy, and when he goes down, it's not the best thing in the dirt.
Now, my 125, I did have to have it lowered. I had like an inch shaved out of the sheet or out of the seat, sorry, and a lowering link put in, and I can still barely touch the ground.
So
and I'm 5'7". I'm not exactly short.
A dirt bike, if I wanted to start out, what if I just turned my Sportster into a tracker with some dirt tires? I've already got longer suspension. Will that work?
What bike is
Well, you could go off-road, but
You
it's
could
still
go
a
off
heavy bike.
Yeah, you don't. The whole thing is like.
And the suspension.
Well, yeah, the whole thing with the dirt bike is that they have the endurance, but they're lighter, so you can sling it around a little bit. When you put a full-size road bike on dirt, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It would be hella fun.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've gotten like my leg crushed under the bike. Good thing it's fucking.
Yeah, but I mean, if you really want to get to dirt and you really want to actually stick with it, then find yourself an inexpensive, a 100 one. I mean, not even a 100. You could do a 110. Like, there's some actually halfway decent 110s out there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot on Craigslist. I've been browsing on that Craigslist, making that mistake.
Also, if you're on Facebook, a lot of times in your area, there's like those, I call them rummage sites or like the garage sale sites. There's one that I'm on that it's nothing but dirt bikes.
You mean heaven? Dang. I'm trying to find me a really cheap dirt bike. Like, I'm trying to find one of those situations where, someone's like,
my neck of the woods.
My 80 was $500.
Yeah.
Like, super cheap, doesn't run, something I can just fix.
Oh, no, that's it, though. Like, around here, they're super cheap, and they run. They're actually well-maintained.
Wow.
Right? Mind fucking blown.
I think my mind is gone. It's been like blown to bits.
I was gonna say you had to turn. What happened? Did you get the smoke out of the ears because your mind's blown? Because you turn your camera off. I mean, shit's cooking over there.
I wanted to join the crowd of you guys.
Well, see, that's just it. I was gonna turn my camera on after I got done eating, but then you turned yours off. So
turn it on,
bitch.
I have I got rained on. I still showed my face, and then I was like, whoops, okay, nobody's showing their damn face on here. Okay, bye.
I'll show my face. I'll show my face, but if I plug in my webcam, it might make my internet go out. So,
No.
don't know about that one.
There's Mid's eyes. There's Mid's eyes. Mid and E-Heart. E-Heart, where's your eyes?
You're not seeing them right now. I got really
look at all her homies behind her.
I can change my picture.
Yeah, all my gears back there, and of course CC.
Bush. I see Bush on the women's stream.
I see what you did there. No, and also the 2 empty bottles of Jack and the fresh series.
Oh yeah, now I see it. Dang, you are hardcore.
She's getting it.
I have a turtle
on a Sunday.
Oh, and you don't see the massive amounts of these on top of my fridge either.
They just asked how many girls on the panel can wheelie. So who can wheelie here? I know Vegas can.
Well, I guess what's your
dirt bike?
definition of a wheelie? Technically, yeah, I can pop it up, but can I like, hang it out for fucking 20 seconds? No.
I used to.
Not me.
I used to, not anymore.
Wait, how does that happen? used to and not anymore?
You loop it one too many times, and then
I'm sick of it.
that. And the last time I may or may not have been wearing a helmet. And
what?
I may or may not have been wearing a helmet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why? Because you were on a small bike?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a little.
I tell the guys all the time, even on the small bikes, I'm like, I don't give a shit if it's fucking little. Smacking your head is gonna hurt. Just wear a fucking helmet.
Well, you also have to realize I was probably like 10 to 15 deep in a 30. So
it happens.
But hey, it's not like I wouldn't probably ever do it again. It's just I know like my angry sewing machine that I ride now does not have the power, and I have to
angry sewing machine. That is so descriptive. I call mine a chainsaw.
It is. That's what everyone like. Ask any of the guys that I went the Toledo Tards or any of those little fuckers, and they all say it's an angry sewing machine. Shorty, royalty. I know you're in that side chat.
Oh boy. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, well, they were in here. I don't know if they still are. Yeah.
I haven't seen them since I got here. I was gonna say, but now because you're talking about them.
Yeah, that's right. You know, because your ears are fucking burning.
But
I don't know, royalty. Are we racing again?
Oh.
Can you handle it?
Kill switch. If it was me, I'd go to like do they do like local non-circuit style off-road dirt bike races for kids, like peewee groups?
Oh, we have our motorcycle club that I'm a part of. We have a 50 junior, 50 senior, 60, 65 class. We have an 85 junior and 85 senior class, and then it goes from there.
I was just saying that if Kill Switch Queen were to find out if there were those type of things going on in her area, she could talk to that group, and those kids grow out of those bikes really quickly, and you can pick a good running small dirt bike up for very little because they just need to get rid of it and put it towards the next or more gear. Just an idea.
Yeah, dude, yeah. You know, I just met a group that they do one guy. I actually met a guy in the last my last video I made. I met a guy out of that group whose daughter does racing and stuff like that.
Those are the people you want to talk to.
Since she's like 5 years old. I think he said she's like 12 or 13. She's hardcore little girl. You know, I might be able to talk to him and see if he's got any extra bikes or know somebody.
Exactly, or just keep your, tell them what you want, how much money you want to spend, and they'll keep their ears open for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you.
And that way you get one that runs and is built to do kind of what you want to do with it.
And handle my big ass. Oh yeah.
Well, and not only that, but even if you go, like if you find somewhere where they do races, a lot of times there's people that are selling bikes there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, because like I know at our motorcycle club, like usually there's at least 2 to 3 bikes, and they're varying sizes too. Like there'll be some 50s, there may be a 65. Now, don't get me wrong, some of the like the B and C riders, they'll have like their 250s or whatever. They'll have those there.
Yeah.
And usually those don't normally go very quick because of the fact that they're like KTMs, and of course everyone that has a KTM knows that even if it's 10 years old, it's still going to cost around $5,000 to $8,000.
Yep. That's the problem here, even on Craigslist, is all of the quote-unquote dual sports, on-off-road dirt bike, street bike things, they want so much money for them, it's really hard to find something under $5,000.
I don't know. So, like, what I've been noticing, like, at least for here, is, don't get me wrong, yeah, you can go Craigslist or these Facebook apps, yada, 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 whatever garage sale sites, and you can find stuff. But when you actually enter, like, local groups, everything in those local groups are even fucking better priced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right there. Because those people love the sport and they want it to continue on.
And a lot of times it's kind of like you were saying earlier, they're really just trying to upgrade. And they're just like, okay, I got to do this before the one I want's gone.
I know that.
That's what I've found is the best deals seem to be in the private groups. So if you can, like even the private groups on Facebook, but get in some of these private groups.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Yeah, I would love to have something small and just start busting it up on the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Be fun.
Yeah, no, it's a blast. Once you find one that you really like, it's like the 100. Everyone's like, just get something bigger, dude. I love my 100 because it's got a gnarly ass exhaust on it, and I really like just kind of pissing around in my neighborhood. But and you can do so much more. Like it's an XR100, but it's bored out, so it actually is like a 120, so that it'll shit and get, when it wants to. But I mean,
that's all you need, though.
Well, exactly. You can get a smaller bike, get a big bore kit.
Yep.
Change up the
Make it
suspension.
what you want.
Yeah, because even like my suspension's a little different, and even like the front and like my front end, the triple tree was the guy that I got off. I think it was like a custom milled triple tree, because obviously the tires that are on there, those are 17-inch tires, and that's not common on a dirt tire, I guess you would say. So the forks were rubbing, so they had to make a custom tree so it would separate it enough where you could actually put a larger set of tires in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do a lot of fun things with a smaller bike.
Yeah, I like doing stupid things on my smaller bike.
Yeah, hooligan shit.
You have more balls to do them, like really. And if I get in any trouble, all I really got to do is like stand up, and bike will kind of go out from underneath me.
Well, it's even funnier because I've had that happen where it's like I started to, I did one of those accidental oh shit wheelies on the 100, and the best part is it goes up, and then I just basically like stood up and just walked off the back of it like, I'm out. Literally, I just let it go. I was like, I don't even care.
Yeah. Just walk away from it.
Did you drop it? Did it fall?
Oh, dude,
up,
that thing, it
give
traveled,
a little rear brake.
It traveled and hit hard. Whatever. It was whatever. I picked it up. I'm like, yeah, let's keep going.
Ehart, what's your smaller bike?
That's the Honda CR80 RB, which is the it's a race expert big wheel edition. So it's not as small as most other 80s.
Oh.
It is almost the size of a full bike. It is made for, what do you call that, like professional MX racing on tracks and stuff. It loves to be rung the fuck out, and
it just sounds like an Henry Hornet. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Which is kind of nice, actually. I like that. Like, I was telling the BF, like, as far as the big hills go, like, I was liking the 80 on the big hills, like, more than the 125, because the 125, it's almost like I'm going too slow to hit the power band, and the hills are so fucking steep, I need the power band. And in the 80, I can actually get it into the power band for those hills. So there's things I like about it, but at the same time, because the tires are smaller, it's harder to ride in these trails. The bigger tires are really a lot easier to like deal with. I'm like, can we mix these two bikes together? I want those tires on that one.
Like a Frankenstein bike. Done.
I know. I really want to. He says we can't, but I'm still trying to get him in that direction. I want the two bikes mixed together.
I did that. My XR200. We had I think it's CR125 frame, and we put the XR200 motor in it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. The suspension was so much different. Like it's a lot higher, so I wasn't used to it, but it was pretty cool. That was a little Franken build.
That's cool.
And then I also have a CR125, and then obviously my Gixxer.
That Gixxer.
Oh, yes.
Gixxer Live.
That's the one in your picture, right? The blue.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The pictures don't do it justice.
Let's
pretty.
go to Instagram again.
Oh, there she
Can I
goes.
just-
Stalking.
Can I just say that Octane needs to put on some fucking socks or he can't watch this stream? I just need to throw that out there because I'm really like sick to my stomach.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go send him a pair of socks in the mail just to be funny.
Who needs socks? What about socks?
Because they know I have a problem with feet. So that was the first thing he said to me in the damn side chat, was that he didn't have any socks on his feet, and I grossed out.
You should totally mail him some socks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send him like,
Send him some pink sparkly ones.
oh my
Oh,
god.
I've got a badass set of dirt bike socks here that I could send him.
He needs his socks.
Perfect.
They're hot pink and they've got stars up the sides.
He would wear them. Those would be any guy should wear some socks like that.
I actually love seeing those guys that wear all those funny looking, colorful, crazy
Me too.
socks. Yeah, I love it.
I know, right?
My socks right
That's so gross, Lee.
I know.
What do you say?
Shit.
No, here's the
Now
thing,
Lee has no
Icee.
socks on. Yeah.
Icee, you dug yourself your own hole, especially when it comes to Lee. You should know better.
I just met Lee the other day. I was trying to hook him up. When he comes here, I want to introduce him to all the Harley stunners that we have. But I didn't know who Lee was until the other day. Sorry, Lee. I'm new to YouTube land. Really, you guys know I am.
Oh, Lee's cool.
Yeah, Lee,
He's cool until he told me he has no socks. Now I see him.
the worst part is he says, I'm not even joking about it.
You guys gotta go check out Lee's latest build series where he's getting his stunt bike going. It's so good.
I tell you what, his first one where he was all getting stuff together, I thought I was going to have to buy him a pair of fucking suspenders.
Plumber's crack is real.
I was like, Jesus, Lee, just pull them up just a bit. And I was like, oh, God, no, suspenders.
That's not the style. That's not how it works.
I mean,
It's not
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay
whatever.
to see Lee's ass. He's cute.
He's all right.
As long as he has socks on, then it's okay.
Thank you.
No, he don't need socks. He don't need socks. He don't need pants. He don't need a shirt.
Yeah.
Everyone needs socks. I
Whatever
don't
you
care
wanna
how
do.
cute you are.
I
you need
still know
socks.
what looks good.
Yeah,
no.
you don't have to have pants
Ugh.
or anything else. Just keep the
Socks.
friggin' socks on. Yeah.
I have to agree. I do. I have to agree with that.
Just keep
Yeah.
the socks on.
I just think it's just really like why we have feet. I will never know other than being able to walk. Toes. Ugh.
Everything else can.
Everything else is an ice cream. That's not very nice.
I mean, I'm not big on feet, but I'm not quite as bad as you, Miss Icee. As long as they're not near me. If they're near me, then yeah, I'll be just like that.
I unfollowed somebody because they put a foot picture on,
Oh.
and I saw it, and I was instantly by.
Let's be honest. There is no reason to post your feet ever.
I was going to
Nobody
say,
wants
Lee. Okay, Lee is loving this. By the way, he is the life I dream of. That's right.
I'm not even. I'm scared to look at this. This is what I hate about the. I wish I could like have my chat like back here, so I don't need to be all up in the. Thing. That's why I hate. Like I hate. It's like this. I need to do this so that I can see my face close.
Actually, just take a piece of paper or put it over the live stream, or put it over the live chat, and
Yeah.
and just make sure there's a slit big enough to be able to see one line at a time. Filter it out a lot easier, so you can look at it and be like, nope, fuck that, nope, scroll down.
God, I could imagine what my face looks like, all like squinting and making weird looks in here.
All like up in it, like no. No.
Hang 10 Honda's telling us we all need to calm down a little bit there.
You know what? You know what, Hangton? You need to calm your titties.
Calm your tits.
Calm your tits, Nancy.
Oh my God.
So can I mention some stuff on here, like some advertisement stuff?
What is it? Is it advertisement for dildos?
No. So like,
Motor
I wanted to mention.
Wow, we just like went 0 to 100. That escalated so quickly.
Yeah, it did.
We're already talking about feet. It's basically the same thing.
Hold on a second.
Well, okay.
So Ghost Ninja, I think everybody here knows Ghost Ninja SD.
Yes.
His sister has cancer and is going through treatments right now, and they've started a GoFund for her. I guess they need some help. So like I just wanted to mention, like I wanted to say something on here for the people that are watching. Whoever he's a big part of this YouTube community and the bike community. So I just wanted to throw that out there and just mention.
If you could only donate $1, if everybody donated $1, that would be a lot of money, and they would reach.
I mean, we can all
Thank you.
probably.
Yeah.
I drink Starbucks every single day. I can afford to, you know,
Yeah.
do a little something. But it's Ghost Ninja SD is his Instagram page. You can get to the GoFundMe that way.
Okay.
Or if you look on his Facebook page, there's a
Yeah,
link
see,
directly to the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I try to stay out of Facebook, but that's good to know because I know
But yeah,
a lot of
even,
people.
like, you know, like they were saying about the Starbucks, even, you know, scratch your venti soy latte, half calf, low milk, whatever bullshit you need. No offense,
Quad shot, half
Icee.
calf, whole milk, vanilla
But yeah,
latte,
scratch,
2
take 1
pumps,
day,
3
take
pumps
one
top
day
About it right here.
without your Starbucks, and you know,
Shout out to my people at Starbucks.
are you still trying to get that? You need to get that damn sponsorship. They need to just
I
be
know.
like, it's cold
who
press
I
for
am.
life.
They
All right, real quick, I'm posting the link to the GoFundMe in the side chat, so you guys
Awesome.
can directly
Yeah.
check that out.
Thank you.
They don't even have a super high goal, so definitely,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
realistic.
donate $1, I'm sure that helps out their family a lot. Thank you for sharing that.
No problem. Wow, everybody's like, all these states are drowning. I'm seeing all of these floods everywhere. It's so bad.
I was gonna say that's crazy. Like that's shit that you would see around here.
And
Yeah,
tornadoes.
It's bad, guys. I mean, it doesn't rain like this in the desert for days and days and days on end, and it all goes. It just runs off. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I feel for you guys because it's been like that here before, especially in the early spring. It gets really bad because the ground is still frozen, and if it rains like that, it can get pretty bad. So I feel for you guys. I really honestly do.
Yeah, we're just having a lot of flooding.
Who here rides in the rain?
Me.
Me.
Definitely.
I'll be honest. For the most part, I won't. But if there are days where it's not raining super hard, and I have gear, you know, I have a jacket and pants, I'm like, I'll do it.
Whoa.
That actually prevented me
If it's
from
below
going.
70, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
really hate the cold. The cold is my problem. So if it's raining and cold, I won't bother because
Yeah.
being wet and cold is a whole different.
I agree.
That's a whole
different
different
beast.
misery.
Yeah.
I felt like
That is a
such.
terrible,
I
I've
felt
had
like
to do
such a
that.
pussy for not going down to LA versus SD. I was loaded. The bike was ready to go. I had rain gear, but it literally did that same weekend. It rained for 2 days straight, and everywhere until I got over Cajon Pass was just straight rain.
You should have
And-
just went in your car anyways. Nobody's gonna show you away. Be like, well, it's in the back of my truck.
I know. I just the worst thing though is thinking about. I don't have a problem trailering or driving down there, but then to be in that traffic in the rain and be stuck behind everything, it's like I was so bummed out about it. It was like a really big heartbreak for me. I'm still licking my wounds.
Oh,
I don't. I'm a pussy. I was a
That's
pussy.
how I feel about that Ohio ride that I missed.
oh no!
No, we had nothing but problems on that vacation, dude.
I
It was
remember
from the
that. That
fucking
was
get-go.
terrible. I remember texting you like, "Where the fuck are you?" I was the only girl there. I was like, "Where in the fuck are you? This is not cool."
Yeah, and the sad thing is I had to go right through Ohio, like basically pass right by there to get where we were going. But like, we were supposed to messed up. Like they gave us a checkout time, and then like this was like a month prior, and they gave us like certain prices and certain information like a month prior, and then like literally the day before, which was the day of the meet. Well, no, because that was the day before, which was Friday. Then they sent me an email saying checkout time's no longer this time. It's like 3 hours earlier, and like a whole different set of rules. And I'm like, whoa. What the hell, you know? And I was like, okay, well, we'll basically deal with it when we get there. Like, we've already paid for it and stuff. Like, we still on for the after hours check-in, and they were like, yes. But then that morning, I got another email going, sorry, after hours check-in isn't going to work after all. You need to be here before 5 p.m. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? People know that I'm having multiple dates and they're fucking everything all up. Well, there were more problems upon checking out, too.
Well, I know because when I talked to you that day, you were like, "It's a long story. I'll tell you later." I'm like, "Yeah, we're
I was so livid pissed.
Not gonna hear about that. Well, here, if it makes you feel any better, that ride to Kalamazoo, I got drenched. In fact, that was the weekend that I ended up having to upgrade my phone because my phone was so saturated you could see water floating underneath the screen.
I think I remember you telling me, like, you were like, I've been, like, wet for, like, 72 hours now.
No. Literally, I got caught. The first rainstorm I got caught in was right outside of Toledo, and I got stuck in traffic. So I literally was at a standstill because we can't lane split in Ohio. So I was literally at a standstill, just drenched. Like, it was just pouring. So I finally got up to a rest stop and was able to get off my bike. I went into the bathroom, literally wrung all of my clothes out.
Oh my gosh.
Put it back on. The sun came out, and I checked the weather, and I'm like, okay, I should be okay. So I started going again, and then it hit really hard. So I had to pull up under a bridge. So by the time I get to the place I stayed at, I was soaking wet. All of my clothes, 3 days worth of clothes, were soaking wet.
Oh no.
So luckily enough, we got that all washed and dried. And then I think I got caught in 2 rainstorms, one on the way back from the cookout, and it was at night. Mind you, I also had my tinted face shield on. So that was really bad. So we ended up finding a church and pulling up to their, like, front area, like their overhang, and hung out there.
I did the same thing once.
And then I got caught in another rainstorm on the way back from Toledo. So 4 separate rainstorms in a 3-day time period.
That's hardcore, dude.
That is.
Awesome.
Do you have rain gear now?
No, it was in the 60s, and the sun was out today.
Oh.
I think she said, like, in the future.
Yeah, it was 65 today. 65 was the high. And I can tell you, it's the first full day of sun we've had since the beginning of January.
Holy cow!
I forgot what the sun looked like. Like, I woke up this morning, I looked outside, I'm like, why is it so fucking bright? I was like, what's going on here? I was like, okay, well, let's just go outside. So I grabbed my dog and took her outside. I opened the back door to the deck, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, the fuck?
Is that?
Oh, that's the sun. All right, that's cool.
Someone asked a question on the chat. Wait, hold on.
Sorry, I'm missing it. I'm trying to. Someone said something about an echo. Does everyone have?
I do.
Make sure that it's got the. If you guys have the side chat, open another panel or another tab or something that it's all muted.
Close
Yeah, my sound's off.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've got everything off.
Yeah.
Someone asked, Annette, Motobiker, has anyone on the panel took a road trip around the country? I have not.
Not yet.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
be
a
able
couple.
to
That's like
pay
a
your bills
solid
and-
month at least.
Custom.
Not long.
I have
Clear
a plan
glass.
too,
Or
What's your plan?
Yeah, tell us.
just to do it. Just to leave and do it.
That's a good
I
plan.
got a few more years. Yeah. I mean, my son's 16 now, so I only have a few more years, and then that's what me and my husband want to do.
Nice.
For sure.
Dude, that's awesome.
What do you guys ride, you and your husband?
I ride a Honda CBR 300R, and he rides a Hayabusa.
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 Oh, you're gonna do? Wait, you're gonna do a round trip on the 300?
No, I'll have
Okay.
a bigger bike by, well, really soon.
Yeah. What do you want to get next?
Ryan.
I don't know. I've sat on so many things now. My mind's just everywhere. So
That's what she said.
Guilt switch, picking it up.
You've got to be leaning more. You've at least crossed a few things off your list in this process, right?
yeah, no, I won't. I am not a cruiser fan.
Oh,
Sorry.
see.
Knock it till you try it.
I'm
got
tired. No, I want to sport.
Look at that. Doodle's like, you know what? I'm out. Screw this.
I've heard enough.
Bitch, bye.
Oh, they're
Hash me
great.
outside.
They're great for if they're great for you. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Like,
great
If they're great for you.
right. It's true. It's just,
No, but
I just,
No worries.
I don't know. It's so
like, you
weird.
can tell you were so uncomfortable with saying that. They're great if they're
If they're, how do I make this up? But no, you guys know what it means, right? Like there's some bikes you just sit on it and you just know right away it's not for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Sorry.
don't like the position. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, the position, I just can't do that for a long period of time. And I want to ride for a long time.
Wait, you're talking about cruisers?
Yeah.
You don't like the feeling of a cruiser for a long period of time? You prefer the sport bike?
Yes, I do.
Weird.
Oh, yeah, I feel like the complete opposite.
Me too.
Like
Well,
I
that's
love,
why you
guys
must
have
be in
cruisers.
shape.
yeah, because I love sport bikes. Like they're tons of fun, but even when I took the Bandit, which was slightly more upright, my wrists were killing me. My back was killing me. That was a lot to be on the bike for hours
Yeah.
and miles, like hundreds of miles.
No, he goes fast and he'll put a lot of miles on a bike. So I have to keep up and I have to go fast for a long period of time. And
Yeah.
Okay,
I
wait.
just can't.
You said you have to keep up. No, you don't. Ride your own ride.
ride your own. I was gonna say ride your own ride. You ain't gotta
Try
keep
to
up.
keep up. And if they have to wait at a stop sign, then that's their fucking problem, not yours.
Yeah.
And
I
my
mean,
thing
they
is,
wait for
like,
me. They wait for me now because I ride with all electric bikes. So, and they do. They wait for me. But
I'm just
Ride
saying,
within your
like,
limits.
it's one of
Don't.
the most important things that you can remember is don't try to keep up and go outside of your comfort zone on somebody else's behalf.
Exactly. Like don't
Mhm.
ride like if this person that you're riding with has been riding for let's say 10 years and they can handle a bike a little bit better or whatever, and they like to go fast or they like to do things and shit. If you're not comfortable with that, then don't do it.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah,
don't
like I
try
said,
to
if they gotta wait,
show your ass. Don't try to show your ass just to try to impress someone. So if they do have to wait and they don't like it, piss on them. Fuck them. Then
Mhm.
they don't have to ride with you.
Yeah, piss on them.
I
Oh, sorry, that was an Ohio thing.
Literally do
But I mean,
it.
it is hard to, if someone, as far as like keeping up with a 300, it is hard to keep up with
Mhm.
a lot of bikes on a 300,
Yeah.
especially when you're in the 250, 300 range. I could totally understand wanting to upgrade. So even on the highway, it's just keeping up.
yeah,
and
well,
it's
he got the Grom to be with me. So he rides
Aw.
the Grom when we ride.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
I don't have to piss on him. We're good.
Hashtag
But I need something
relationship
faster.
See, you guys could just
That's
trade.
awesome.
He can get on the Grom, and then you could take his Busa.
goals.
Everyone has been wanting to see that. That will never happen. I'm sorry.
Oh. Not even for one video?
No, it's too big. It's just
Oh.
too big. I'm not that big.
Pink. When you
It's
ride
never too big.
with your husband, you pretty much ride solo, right?
Right.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yep.
I get left every time when the boosters are there. It's like I'll just meet you there. I'll just meet you there. It's a
Things are like
solo
spin-
ride every time. They can't help it. They just have to hit that throttle on that thing. They're just
Well, the
gone.
thing is with that Busa though, they have that power band, and it's like it's either if you've never tried one, it's gonna sneak up on you and you're gonna piss yourself, or it's gonna sneak up on you and you're gonna scream like a 2-year-old schoolgirl.
Oh god.
And that's happened. That both of those have happened to me. You hit that power band, you're just like, oh, this isn't too bad. I mean, it's a pretty heavy bike, and all of a sudden you crack it, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. See, I've got to feel
What
that
have I
being
just
on
done?
the back, so I know better than to even try to touch it.
But like, how does the Hayabusa do turns? Because I'll be honest, I've never ridden with a Hayabusa through corners.
Stock Hayabusa is not. It's not bad, but it's a heavier bike, so you gotta swing it a little bit. But when you got those guys that put like those fucking 3, 4, 5-inch swing arms, that's like literally trying to turn a fucking Mack truck on a hill.
Yeah, those things are drag bites though, right? People like set them up for the drag and they stretch it out.
That's just it though. People that do that, they do get those stretch kits, and those are technically made for drag.
Yeah, to keep the front wheel down.
But The problem is that you've got those people that customize their boosas and, you know, want to make them as badass as possible. So I'm going to put that 5-inch fucking swing arm on there and stretch that bitch out. And then I'm just going to go ride in a straight line through town. You see a turn, you're going to have to wait for me because I'm going to have to put it at a full stop, put it in neutral, and I'm going to have to do like to get in there. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Dude, I kind of want to get a Hayabusa as a project bike. And just...
Bitch, if you stretch that out, I will get triggered and I will come find you.
I'll put the longest stretch on a Busa ever. It's just as long as a truck.
Dude, I found, okay, the other day I was on Craigslist just for shits and giggles, like looking at other bikes, because I've been considering, you know, possibly upgrading to a leader bike at some point, not anytime soon. But there was a guy who had like, it was like an 07 or an 08 CBR 1000, had like a 4-inch stretch kit on it. I literally dropped my phone, got up, and walked away and said, "Fuck this shit. I'm done." I can't.
No.
Because I'm like, you can't. Just don't. Friends don't let friends stretch their bike.
Get like that second-handed
Okay, can I do it to the Grom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That would be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one
the only
on
one.
there's one on YouTube that's stretched.
I was
that
gonna
rides.
say, yeah, there's people have already done that. That shit's, I mean, do it. Fuck it. Who cares? You know what? Throw everything out. Who fucking cares? Do whatever.
Well, hell, Motonosity's stretching a damn ruckus. I mean,
how do you do that?
I wouldn't do that.
What,
No,
what even is a ruckus?
It's a scooter.
It's a scooter.
It's a
I have
scooter.
2 of them.
It's a scoots magoots, man.
He's doing a scoots and magoots build.
Scoots and magoots.
The man who rides an R1 is doing a scoots.
Doing the scoots.
What?
But no, I've seen CBR. I've seen the CBR 250. I've seen those fuckers stretched out. I can't even say it without laughing.
I don't like it. I get it, what it's for, going fast in a straight line, but it's fucking ugly.
But that's just it. It's made for going fast in a straight line.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. It's
That.
I can't even. I see.
I find the
don't
straight
get me wrong.
line boring. It's like,
I've got a buddy of mine. He has it's a street legal drag bike, but it is a Busa. But yeah, he'll even tell you, he's like, that thing is not made for going around turns. Like, he literally, in the past like 4 years, I think he's had it on the road maybe twice because it's such a bitch to try to turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one guy that was with me when we went on a ride. Was the one guy that had the stretched out Busa. He was back behind me.
I'll get
On
there,
a group
guys.
ride.
Hold on. It takes me like 5 minutes to turn. I'm good. Just hold on. Hold on. You guys want to get like a water or something? I'll
No,
get there.
He would just say, "Oh, I'm watching her. I'm watching to make sure she's okay."
That's
That's what he told
be like-
everybody.
And be like, bitch, that's not what you're doing. Bitch, no.
Trying to make them semi-truck fucking wide-ass turns.
It's just fun to watch them. If you watch any video on YouTube of like bike meets where they're stretched out Busas, it's the best thing ever just to watch them try to move those things.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Sounds like a limp dick competition.
What?
Bunch of Busa
I
dudes.
was set on this too. The women are off the hook.
Savage. Savage.
I thought it was gonna be all calm and
That was the first one. That was
Yeah,
the
no.
first one. It was nice and easy
Yeah.
and calm.
Lee
and
wants to start
everyone
I'm
was
sorry.
just so nice.
I see it in the side path.
Yeah. He wants
Oh
to
my
stretch
God.
a scooter for the start a GoFundMe.
he wants to stretch it 20 feet.
Go for it.
Oh my
He can,
god.
he can pick up all them bitches on it.
Yeah, he'll get
Count the
bitches
seats,
with that.
be like, there you
Yeah.
go.
That's the only way he's gonna get bitches because bikes don't get bitches. It's
Bring all the boys to the yard.
Do
No,
not
bitches.
buy a bike to get chicks.
No, because we gonna
Yeah.
steal your bike and we're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna know more
Later.
about the bike than the guy.
bye food.
Okay, so has everybody done the why they started writing thing?
I think I don't. Where
right.
Sorry.
I have not done it yet, and actually, I'm gonna have to dip out here in a minute. So, like, how late do you think this is gonna be going on?
Till
can't
whenever.
be on-
How long
yeah,
have we
I
been doing
can't
this?
be
2
on
hours already.
super
So
late.
Because I was gonna say I can check back in later if you guys are still on later. I'll come back in, but I am gonna have to jump out. But I didn't.
Are
know
you
if
gonna
wanted me
stream from a closet again?
No, that was last time.
Closet streamer.
You know, if you want me to answer the question before I go, I'm happy to.
Yes.
So I guess I don't know. I can't really say why. I've just always loved motorcycles. Like, I was not that little girl playing with fucking Barbies and baby dolls. I was playing with Hot Wheels and fucking motorcycles.
Yep.
And my neighbors had dirt bikes, and their dad had a cruiser. And when I was like 7 years old, I actually started riding around on the back of the neighbor's cruiser. And basically, I always knew it was in my heart, put it that way, from that moment on.
Mm-hmm.
And as I got older, I kept begging guys, will you let me ride your bike? And they're like, fuck no. You don't know how to ride? And I'm like, but that's just it. You need to teach me. And they're like, yeah, not on this. And then finally, the neighbor who I grew up to for many years, he was like, go get a fucking cheap dirt bike and fucking learn. And when you fall, it won't hurt as much and it won't be fucking broken. Just do it. And that was when we got the $500 little CR80 Expert Edition, and I fell a lot. He was absolutely right. I'm very glad for that advice. And honestly, I'm glad that I started in the dirt because, like we were kind of talking earlier about keeping you on your toes and helping you like stay extra alert and actually drilling the shit into my head. I don't have to think before I do things. They just come naturally at this point.
yeah.
Even like in a freak out emergency situation, I'm not really freaking out. I'm not even thinking about my actions. They just happen.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
And yeah, I mean, as I got older and my kids got a little bit older, I'm like, okay, now we can buy a street bike.
Yes.
By the way, Ehart, before you hop out, your daughter really wants my bike, so when it goes up for sale, I may or may not be contacting you at some point.
Okay.
She's obsessed with my bike, so I told her, I said, well, I'll keep you in mind when it comes time to sell it.
Put it on
Yeah, now
layaway.
see, kind of like Vegas Girl was talking earlier, I've had this conversation with people because they've asked me, you're a rider, are you going to encourage your kids to ride? And I'm not going to encourage them. I can't say I will discourage them, but I'm not going to, you know, obviously it's a dangerous thing to be in. I'm not going to push them.
Yeah. Hell, I'm in my 40s and my parents are still freaked out by it.
Well, I'm already screwed because my son's already picking out his next bike. So, and he's only 8.
Oh my
wow.
God. Your son, I love your son. He's such a big fan.
Him, I got on the 80 and I was practicing wheelies, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna start rating you. I'm gonna start giving you thumbs up when they're good and stuff." So I got a whole video of me and him tooling around and me doing wheelies. Which actually, that will be live in like 10 seconds.
Nice.
If anybody wants to go see it.
Oh yeah.
Bam.
Cool.
All right, ladies. Well, thanks for the invite. Like I said, I do have to jump out. I will check back in later, and if you guys are still on, I'm more than happy to join. I'm a total hangout junkie, so. All right, bye, guys.
Good night.
Good to visit with you.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Shout out to 3-star on that one.
Did everyone answer the how you started riding and why, etc.?
Miss.Icee has not.
And Miss Nelly
No.
hasn't.
I don't
yeah.
know because I'm crazy and because why I started writing,
How or why?
how or why
The story.
a story.
Yeah.
You want a true story?
Yes.
Hi,
yeah,
Kelly.
bring us the dirt.
So I learned back in, I've always been, I don't know, I've been one of those girls too that always, when I saw a bike, I was like, I used to get really excited, and wanted to do it. I wanted to ride outside of the car, I guess. And, a guy taught me back in high school how to ride. I think it was a CBR 600 something like that. But I wanted to go out on the main road and ride him on the back and look cool and all that shit. And he wouldn't let me until I could ride with him on the back and make a U-turn on a small side street with my feet up.
Oh.
Yeah. So I nailed that in like 5 minutes. And yeah, I was determined, but I loved it ever since I put my leg over. And then that was like the end of being a backpack ever, because once I had those controls in my hands, I never felt safe on the back of a bike ever again. So
It's so weird.
it
After
is
you learn.
weird. It is weird. It's completely, yeah. I literally shake now. And I went last weekend. Was it last weekend that I backpacked to like the store that was like 5 minutes away because I didn't want to get my bike off of this hill. And I literally, my legs will shake. It scares me to have somebody else riding me because I just feel like I'm just.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, I had something in my throat. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Bush? Don't.
Are you choking on Bush? Yeah. What's in your hand? Let me see it. Let me see. Say something. Drink it louder. It's not showing on my screen. I have to click on the thing. Hold on. Ah, shit. I missed it again. Anyway,
Hold
so
on, let me adjust.
yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but I've been riding consistently for like 4 years now. I bought my first bike like 4 years ago. So I got married, had kids, did other things, but always wanted to ride my own. So yeah, that's my story. And it's not made up.
Thank you for sharing.
It's boring. Yeah, it's my therapy. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's really my therapy, and you know, I've got a lot of crazy things in my life, and it's the one thing that I can truly escape, and just
Reality,
completely
yeah.
forget reality. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
That's
see.
the best one.
I do have a question for you, Icee.
Okay.
Do you, when you swept the cars, you know, the trucks and the buses, do you do it with the left and the right hand?
Wait, say that. What was the question?
Swipe when you do your swipes, your truck swipes.
Oh,
Do you use
so
both hands or one or the other?
I do both, but I don't ever suggest doing it with your throttle hand ever. In fact, I don't suggest swiping a truck, period. Let me just
for that.
yeah, let me just do this the right way. It's not safe, and it's really kind of stupid, and it's something that I have like this big adrenaline rush with it. And I also have some like particular trucks that I want to swipe before I retire, that whole deal. And I haven't been able to find, like, one of them is a correctional facility truck.
Right on.
Or bus.
That'd be really cool.
Right on.
There's only certain times that they're out, so I have to go and find that. One is a fire truck, and every time that I'm next to a fire truck, I chicken out. So because they're always looking at me. There's always that dude in the back that's like checking me out from the top of the thing, and I'm like, he's gonna get pissed right now when I do this.
Dude, if you ever want to do that, you're not even that far from me. Let's go ride one day, and we'll find one, and I will distract them, or I will get great footage of you swiping a fire truck.
Absolutely, that's a plan.
That is a good plan.
That's a good plan.
Yeah,
That would be sick.
that would be
Will
awesome.
boobs be involved? Is that the distraction?
Boobs.
You go to jail.
That's funny. Yeah, but I've actually been sucked in from that little wind pocket.
Ooh.
And yeah, so I thought I was being cute and got sucked in and was able to correct that before anything bad happened. But I've heard some really bad stories that should scare everybody away from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, never your throttle hand. Never the throttle hand. And there's lots of trucks too that have little rivets and things sticking out that will cut you. There's all kinds of things. I won't swipe a dump truck. Somebody asked me to swipe one time, special request. So I got up close to one and took a look at that sucker, and I'm like, no way. Yeah, it actually like goes in. It goes into a curve. So like that whole cement turning thing.
Yeah.
It's way in there. It's not like level with the wheels. Yeah. So that's a no go.
Honestly, I tried to swipe a truck once after like seeing all your videos, and I didn't get even nearly as close. I totally chickened out. I was like, "Holy fuck, this thing's big. It's moving fast." I was like,
That's
I
the
tried.
only thing I worry about is everyone doing it, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt, and yeah, it's crazy. Do it. You know what? You know when you do it is when you're lane splitting to the front of the where they're all stopped.
Yeah.
You know, then stick your hand out and you have more control that way. Just watch the little reflectors. Little reflectors will knock you right down. They'll push you.
Yeah, I actually kind of started doing it because it is a lot of fun. We don't have split lane here, so and it is kind of you hardly ever have more than 2 lanes, so it's kind of hard to be on the right side of a truck. And then I seen your videos, and I seen you doing it with your right hand. So I was wondering if you had a like a cruise control, because I was like, how does she doesn't lose speed when she's doing it? So I was just wondering.
You do lose speed. You do. You definitely lose speed. So it's something that you just I'm used to it now, I guess is what it is.
Yeah.
It just looks awesome. Just want to let you know, I love it when you do it.
Yeah, it looks like freedom, like you're flying. It's like
when I'm having fun. I am. I really do have a lot of fun when I'm on my bike, and I like the group rides. It's everyone sees me so happy there, and then they think I come home and everything's happy. That kills me. Like on my Instagram, I only post happy stuff. So like my bike life is my happy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, I am in another world.
I love the last one that you post, where you actually even on top of the bike, like you putting your knee on the seat. I don't know how you call that move. And then you lift your other leg.
My yoga.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You know the stunners make fun of me for that shit. I get so much shit from that because it's so not a stunt.
But it is.
They give me so much.
It's the Icee. That's what we're going to start calling it. It's the Icee.
The Icee, and it looks hot, so you're good.
I just have so much fun. I know you guys. If you could see the Harley rider that was to the left of me, you couldn't see him shaking his head, but he's like, "There she goes, fuck my life." He's not doing that right now. It was funny. Yeah.
You do you.
It was awesome.
I do me.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not keeping up with the chat, guys.
I've just come back to have a look. It goes so quick.
It's hard to talk
so
and
quick.
pay attention to chat.
I can't do it, and I'm not even talking, so. Sorry, guys. I tried. I went on and said hi, and then I stopped.
It's like, hello. And my computer is so, I don't know, it's just so slow for me here. I mean, we have really bad internet where I am anyway, but it's slow.
Hey.
I am so tired.
Well, Miss Nelly, are you there?
I am. Sorry, I've been trying to keep up with chat, and I got in late, and it's been crazy.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's okay. Thanks for coming in.
Sorry I was so late. Yeah, you know what doctors are like, and you just don't expect to be in there as long as you do, and it's all good.
No worries. Glad you're here now.
Yeah, no, it's good. I was actually able to listen to you guys on the way home, and I love the fact that you were all groaning about us girls being backpacked, and I was just having a good old chuckle. And that's what I swear, I'll never be a backpack. Like, I've never been on the back of my husband's bike, and I've told him I will never ever do it.
It's scary.
Oh,
not interested.
quick question to ask you guys. Now that you guys ride, right? We've all been backpacks or, maybe at some point, but now that you guys have been riding for a while, how do you feel when you see another woman on the back?
I don't judge anybody.
I don't
figure,
judge.
yeah.
I would love to ask why they don't want to ride themselves. That's the only thing. I'm all good with whatever you want to do, but I'd just be really curious to hear what the answer is to that.
I've asked that question to the girls here. Like, I'll say, oh, are you going to get a bike? When I talk to them off of the bike, a lot of it is like, some of it surprises me that a lot of them say they don't want to ride.
Yeah.
They're just getting a ride.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, okay. You're not
I've got
one of us.
a girlfriend who rides on the back of her boyfriend's bike, and she was kind of a bit jealous that I started riding because I've never really been on the back of a bike. And I said to her, why don't you just start riding? She goes, no, I enjoy just not even having to worry about it, not think about it. And she just sits back and takes all the sights, and then she loves it. She's not interested at all.
I don't get that. Like, I don't, when they're just like, oh, yeah, I'll ride, but just on the back, and they just want to enjoy. Like, it's not enjoyable.
We have to
at
be
all.
happy that they're not wanting to ride because it's not safe for anybody. If they don't feel, it's that feeling like they either really love it or it's just not for them.
Yeah.
And the ones that it's just not for them, I don't ever want to ride next to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't try it out because you're being pressured or because you want to be like somebody else or whatever. Like, just don't do it. Just keep riding on the back and.
Yeah.
I was a backpack for a long time, and I didn't know any better. Like, I love the speed and I love just going fast, but I didn't really think that I could control it, and especially because he always had very large bikes, and not knowing anything about bikes, I didn't grow up with them around me. I didn't see them really around me, so I didn't think I could handle that. But now I know I can, so I won't go back. But
get on that booster.
No.
Teal Monster, she made a comment that she feels bad when she sees someone on the back that doesn't have the proper gear on, and that's probably what catches my eye most about girls on the back. When you see them girl in the booty shorts.
So you have to be mad at the guys that are riding them because
here's the thing: if they want to be a skinless backpack, more power to them.
Yeah, but why wouldn't their partner tell, why would you let somebody that you love or care for, okay, maybe you don't love them, but
because they don't care for them. They don't. To them, I will tell you, the people that I've talked to that are like that, the guys that are rocking, we're talking like a freaking $1,300 dining one piece, and they've got their bitch on the back that, is rocking yoga pants, Uggs, and a fucking sweatshirt. And a $50 clearance helmet. They don't care. It's more of an accessory. And sometimes the worst part is, like, even the girls themselves don't want to be on it. Because there was one girl that I talked to, she's like, I actually hate being on the back of it, but because he likes doing it, I do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
just to be with him.
But the thing is, though, is you can't look at it that way.
Yeah, and Ironic Rebound said it perfect. A woman in full gear is as hot as fuck. So sorry, continue.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. If you think that a fashion statement, if you want to be a fashion statement, you know what? That's your problem. But don't come crying to me when you're spending 6 months to a year in the fucking hospital getting skin grafts because you
don't get peeled like a potato.
Exactly.
I just don't even trip off of those girls anymore. And I just know that my battery's always charged. I'll always call 911 for you. And, I'll hold your hand while you're laying there crying and
screaming and trying to pick gravel out of your wounds. That's cool.
Right. Well, and something that kind of ties into this question-wise, it's been asked in the side chat, is, question for all the panel members, what is the worst thing for you about being a female motorcycle rider?
What is the worst thing?
Is there anything that you consider to be, do you find any?
for me personally, not so much the worst thing about being a female rider as a female rider in general, but my thing is constantly being the one that everyone thinks they don't know what they're talking about. Like, oh, it's a female.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to
Like, you
prove
know what?
myself too. Yeah.
Exactly. And I've had to do that. Back when I used to do all the dirt stuff and things like that, I had to prove myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were a lot of tears that I shed because some things were said. You think girls are catty? Get a group of guys that ride.
Guys are way
Holy
more catty.
shit.
Sorry.
The tampons come
that.
out.
But let me tell you, if there was, I've had instances where there are guys that ride bikes and I've schooled them on things, or I will prove them wrong. And the fact that you have to do that to shut them up, that's the big thing. My thing is lack of knowledge. They all think that the only reason why we do it is so we look hot. Bitch, no, that is not the reason why I do it. The reason why I do it is because it's a passion of mine. I enjoy being on two wheels. I enjoy sharing that passion with other people. And I'm sorry that if you don't like it, that's too fucking bad. If it intimidates you, it's mostly intimidation because they're afraid that there may be someone out there and it be a female that may fool them and may be better than them. And that just fucking tears them up.
Where you've got a background in dirt, it's will you agree with me that it's even worse in the dirt background?
Yeah, because they're just a bunch of little babies.
Yep.
They're a bunch of little whiny ass babies.
I was just wondering.
And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to be honest. It may not be like that everywhere, but but you're going to get a few of those guys that will literally pitch a fit if you're out in the woods and you're showing them up, or if you're on the track and you're showing them up. They fucking hate that.
So I raced a kid on a similar, equal bike to mine on the street. And so we were both on 600s. I raced him. It was crazy because we were at a stoplight. All of us were lined up. There were no cars. It was at night. And I looked over and I was kind of joking. I was like, "You want to go?" And he goes, "Yeah." And like just out of nowhere, it wasn't planned. It was just, okay, so when the light turned green, let's go. So I whooped on him. And I felt so bad afterwards because all his buddies were coming up to me, high-fiving me, knuckles, this and that, talking so much shit to him. I felt bad that I had raced him because I'm like, this is all your boys are making fun of you right now. But for me, I just proved that I could hang with them, and I earned so much respect from that little race that night that it was like, it was crazy. But these guys, they all know me now locally. But I had to earn my respect. I earned it. And I showed up to every ride. I wasn't there in fucking stretch pants and titty tops and all that shit. I don't wear full gear, you guys. I don't. I won't tell anybody to not wear gear, but in the summer when it's hot, I wear an Icon vest that's meant to be worn under a jacket.
I do too.
It's what I do, but any new rider that comes to me and asks me for advice, I will always tell them to get full gears.
And don't get cheap shit.
Nope.
Don't get cheap shit.
Yeah, these guys here, they know me. They all respect me. I get a lot of respect out here, and it's a good feeling. But when I'm riding solo, I mean, even at a light, if I stall my bike, it's like I feel all these cars around me are judging me and, oh, this girl can't ride. I get challenged by cars all the time. I don't know what it is about them wanting to race. I don't know.
I think it's just having a bike.
They just, either that or they don't feel that girls can ride, or they're just waiting for you to mess up. They're just sitting there waiting for you to mess up.
Well, they love telling you that you're wrong.
Yeah,
it's a lot of them, like they like to be right.
Yeah,
and so whatever it is that they could just be like, well,
I mean,
I'm right, you're wrong.
Well,
you don't
I
know.
agree with that. I've gone nose to nose with dudes, like almost gotten into physical altercations over shit like that.
Dumb shit.
Now, obviously, I don't back down.
It's a challenge. I personally think a lot of guys that ride, not all of them, but a lot of the poser, if that's what you want to call it, rider guys, definitely, especially where I'm new to street, but I've got a background that I'm familiar with what it's all about. They definitely are challenged, or they look at it as a challenge once they recognize that you're a woman on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
They just don't like to be shown up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wanted to mention earlier in the side chat, something came up about a women's ride. And I don't know how you ladies feel about all women rides, but I don't like them. I don't like to support those because as a woman rider, how much attention that can bring to just a few girls on the streets. You get a whole pack of women riding, and you've got cars messing up left and right, trying to videotape, trying to take pictures, trying to get close, trying to, it's just not. I don't suggest that if you guys
I'll be honest, I've done a lot of women's rides and I have never experienced that. I love women rides. They're chill as fuck.
What kind of rides are these? Are these in the twisties or are these out on
a ride with curb unit. I've done a ride. Oh, what was it? The one that we did recently. Dames Don't Care. They're a women's group. This one it was a co-ed, but it is a women's group. I've never had that issue. Even though I went to down to Babes Ride Out, it was a group of, at one point, it was just packs of women riding around. Down any highway, we never had issues.
Where are you from, Killswitch?
I'm from Northern California. I'm in Vacaville, California.
Yeah,
that's my hardest thing with being a girl rider is I've had some guys come up really close to my bike, and I'm not good enough of a rider. I mean, I've only been riding for a few months, but they come up really close, and they don't go away.
If that's the case, if you ever feel that uncomfortable, then back off.
Yeah,
I tried that. My husband gave me a hard time too. He's like, you gotta back up, you gotta go slower, or
you just
know, like what to do. Yeah,
and you just basically have to slow down and find a way to get out of it. I mean, that's just how it is.
When I started riding with my group, I noticed that the guys will not want to ride next to me or behind me or in front of me. Like I could see how they will just get away from me. And that made me feel really uncomfortable because I think, they were just probably thinking, oh, she's going to fucked up or something and she's going to take us down or something. And then after a while, I kind of, like you said, I had to prove myself, in some twisties and actually not trying, but I was keeping up with them. And then now it's like, oh, good. Now they, but it's like, why do you have to show yourself? Why do you have to prove yourself before they can, treat you with respect?
It's
because you ain't a man.
It's not a female-oriented section of life. I mean, it's like that everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're on dirt. It doesn't matter if you race or not. You always have to prove. Females, unfortunately, have to prove themselves and gain the respect because it's not something that's common. And I'm not trying to be all feminist and shit here, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, even now, I remember because I've been around flat track for a long time. And when I first started doing stuff and being involved in flat track and the whole organization, there weren't females. Like, females didn't exist until probably mid to late 2000s, and that was when Nicole Cheza was one of the bigger female, I would say noticeable female riders in flat track. And now it's ridiculous the amount of females that you have, not just in pro, but pro-am. Because you have them now, like you have Shayna Texter. She is awesome. If you guys ever get a chance to look up any of her stuff, look up Shayna Texter. She is a tiny little ball of fire.
What's her name? I've never heard of her.
Shayna Texter. I'll put it in the side chat. Our side chat. But she actually went pro, I think, when she was 17. And she actually was, I think she was, because Nicole Cheza was the first female flat track rider that I can remember, and don't quote me on this because I could be wrong. I think she was one of the first ones to do the 750 class, which that's a big boy class. Like, that's where you find the big boys. So, and then now Shayna, because Shayna and her brother Corey actually race, and they both, I think they both run 750s now. But like
That's
I said, don't
sick.
quote me on that. I've been out of the game for a little while. But yeah, if you look up, if you just look up anything with flat track, like there's a lot of female riders now, and they're starting to really put their foot down and be like, you know, hey, we belong here. For like a motocross, Ashley Fiolek, one of the first like huge female motocross riders, and she was sponsored by Red Bull, which if anybody's
That's a
familiar with
big
Red
deal.
Bull sponsorship, that's huge.
It's hard to get in.
Very hard. They're very, very selective. So, and the cool thing about Ashley as well is that she's deaf.
Wow.
So look her up too, because she's really cool. I'm trying to get these names in. Yeah, I mean, it is very, very cool to see that females are now, you know, they're really starting to kind of put their foot down and kind of put their stamp on every section of motorsports.
Oh yeah.
So, and it's a good thing to see, because I mean, I was thinking of another female motocrosses, Jenna Von Oit. She was the first female motocross rider to do a backflip on a dirt bike. So
Hardcore. Take some big balls.
We lost Doodle. She didn't want to say goodbye. Or she didn't want to interrupt.
Oh,
she said
got
bye.
cut in.
Bye, Doodle.
Sad panda. Bash.
Did she
there's
just flush the
There's
toilet?
fucking food in the fridge and beer. Food and beer, Bash.
Bash is inside chat. Backroad was inside chat.
So any of you girls are watching the game?
Sorry, I was just going to say there was one in the side chat, a question. I think it was Dartman, but I'm not really totally sure, asking if, let me just have a look here, if anyone has taken husbands, boyfriends, or anybody else on the back of your bike.
Yep.
I've been to with a dude on the back.
Do tell.
You think girls get freaked out? Oh my god. You have to go the dude that I had on the back, I don't think I had no sensation in my hips, because it was like just straight just digging in, and you can hear him like, oh fuck, wait, no, slow down, no, don't.
My partner used to ride, and she won't do it. She's told me straight out, will not ride bitch. She's like, okay. But I would ride with her. I would. I don't have an opposition to that, so.
Everyone's talking about the kitchen jokes.
Somebody said bring them sandwiches.
Make some kitchen jokes. I'll just sit here and enjoy my beer.
You guys, I'm going to head out. I got to put my kids to bed.
Oh, T-Town. Good night.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for having me.
See you later.
It was good to hang out with you again.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in.
Bye, T.
So nobody else has. I'll pitch in, because my husband is like 6'4", and I'm like 5'4.5". And as you know, CBR 250, a little small. So no, he has not. And I'm going to try to convince him this spring, just for fun, and maybe even take it. I don't think it will go well.
Just put his feet down.
That's true too. Or his knees.
It brings a new meaning to drag a knee.
That's right.
Yes, one time I took my husband because in the back, and it was on a CBR 250, and it was just down the street. Just I said, hey, come, get in the back so you can feel just for a minute how I feel when I'm riding in the back. So he got in it, and he was holding so tight like so tight that I couldn't feel the bike like being so stiff because he was just holding on, and after he didn't say anything, he didn't make a noise or anything. So finally he gets off and he says, "Never again, I won't do this." And he's like, "This is the most like, he was so scared. This is the most scary thing I have ever experienced." And he says, "And I'm so sorry for every time you were in the back and I was speeding up and taking the sharp corners. I will never do that again." And I said, "Well, I know you're never going to do that again because I'm never going to be on the back of your bike anymore." So,
dang.
Tell her, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's try it on the R1." And he's like, "No way." It was just on a little 250 and he was freaking out.
That's fun.
But I am going to make him do it again, and I'm actually going to ask him to let me borrow his R1, and I'm going to have him in the back, and I'm going to have a video going about that.
No,
That would be good.
Do it.
You got to do that. You got to get him to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone in the side chat have any questions for us to answer? Question.
No, nothing.
No, everybody wants fridge.
Everyone wants to know what the fuck is in my fridge. I don't know why. God damn it.
Do cribs. Let's
You
do
open
cribs.
your fridge.
Yeah,
You're in
this is
your
my
fridge.
kitchen.
This is my bush.
Reception.
Show us your bush.
Yeah, Bash wants
There
to
it
know
is.
what brand of ketchup do you have.
There it is.
Yeah,
Bash.
you see that?
Look.
Hey,
that
Bash, look at my bush. Bash.
Wait, stay there. Wait, stay there. Wait, I gotta click on your
Hold
thing
on.
because you're not talking. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, you can't see it.
Are you presenting? God damn it, Kelsey.
The asked I will deliver.
Pressure.
Oh, wait.
Pressure.
Hold it.
Hold it. Now hold it. Oh,
Okay.
Hold it.
Get
You
it?
can move.
Oh, God,
Yes,
thank you.
I was gonna play the damn freaking that song, you know, when we're doing the challenge. Oh my god.
Custom just asked what kind of dog I have. Let's see if I can get her out here. Mish. Mishka.
Truly,
Yeah,
Clutch
there's-
said, "Nice bush you got there."
That's right.
And then Tidos wants to know what did you wish you knew before riding? That's a good one. Now that you're riding.
How much I was missing out.
Yeah, right?
What is the question again? What did we?
What we wish we had known before riding.
I wish I knew just what the fuck I was getting myself into.
I wished I
The
tried
addiction.
it sooner.
Yeah, that's a good one. True,
I'm
Miss
with
Nelly.
Miss Nelly. Same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wished I wasn't so scared to do it. Like, yeah,
Hi,
took it a while.
Yeah, I wish I was the willingness to be daring that I was when I was younger.
Look, their
Yeah,
eyes
you definitely
match.
get over a lot of the
Let's see here.
smaller things in life once you start riding. Like I know
Yep.
ever since I started doing
Totally.
like longer big motorcycle trips, like you realize when you're on your bike like for a week, you realize just how little you need to really just live.
You got that right.
You know?
I did that packing to try to go to San Diego, and it's like, okay, I've always been a light packer, but now I'm even more of a light packer.
Yeah, you know, it's true. You realize what you don't need and what you can get away with.
Yeah.
Oh, your dog is so beautiful.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh,
All right,
Pupper.
ladies, I gotta bow out. It's dinner time on this end, and puppy's got to eat, and I've got to eat, and yeah.
Can we see
That
the
sounds
puppy?
good.
Can we just see the puppy for 2 seconds?
She's sleeping in her crate.
Okay.
I don't want to wake her up till I
Understood.
eat.
Yeah, no, I get it, because your whole world crashes once she's moving.
Otherwise, I'm not eating. So
that puppy
that's
life.
awesome. That's great. Thank you, everybody on the side. Thank you so much, ladies. It was a
Thank
blast. It was
you,
awesome.
CMG, for coming in. hanging
Cool.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Doing the
Bye.
do.
Good night. Thanks.
Bye.
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 Oh my god, so funny.
Yeah, she had Duff. Go on, go lay down. She's over
Okay,
it.
so
She wants it
you
to be
ladies
all about
need
her.
to explain something to me. What is Bush? Whatever what was in back of me. Now. I've got no
Beer.
idea. I'm in Australia. I've got no idea what it
Do you know
is.
the
It's
slang
cheap
word
beer.
for bush first? Do you
It's
know
cheap
what?
beer.
No,
It's
but
cheap.
maybe she doesn't know what the slang word for bush is, though.
Yes,
Nelly.
she does.
No.
Well, although there being out in the bush means something totally different, so yeah.
There's different. Well, it depends. I mean, are we talking in legit Australian, or are we talking bogan slang? When you're talking, I mean, there's. You got to think. They have slang just like we do. It's a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
know.
more-
Like that's because you're pointing it in the kitchen, and I have
Yeah.
no idea what you're talking about.
No,
I
it's
can't
okay.
what it
It's like
is.
think of this is like I don't know. I don't even does four. Do they even have 4X there anymore?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Okay.
that's an Aussie.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's kind of like 4X.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's like a mid-strength
Oh my
beer.
god.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm dying.
Miss Nelly, can you teach us some
Do you
slang?
see Bash?
Slang words?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here.
We're all looking at
Let's see if I can remember.
Midwest's bush in the
Okay, so-
kitchen.
No, quiz me. See if I can still remember any bogan.
It looks like a packet of laundry powder.
No.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the
Not all alcohol comes in bags, Miss Nelly.
No, ours comes in in a sometimes it's wrapped in plastic and sometimes it's
Yep.
wrapped in a like a cardboard and it comes in a 6-pack.
Yeah.
So do you call them like 6-packs over there?
Yeah, like what I have here, what I have there is just well, what we call these, there's tall boys, which are like the 25 ouncers, which are like the big cans.
So is
And
that
then
like
these-
a 440 mil?
Yeah, something
I
like that.
think
Yeah,
I-
about 440, give or take. And then these are what we call silos around here, which they're 16 ounces or fucking, oh God. You're gonna
It's almost a liter.
yeah.
Yeah. 10,
I'm
12,
trying to
14. Yeah,
convert.
I've got to try and work out conversion.
Yeah. That's one thing I don't miss about living there is the conversion. I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
Crazy.
I'd always be like, what is, I'd have to, like the person I stay with, I would grab something and be like, how much is this? Like in ounces. Can you please tell me?
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. But yeah, but they were asking about slang. I was going to say, oh, quiz. I wonder if I can still remember any of it. It's been so long.
So how long was it since you were in Australia? Because I remember Corey telling me that you used to live out here.
It's been over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I lived in Sydney for a while. And,
Yeah. Okay, so I live 2 hours north of Sydney.
Okay. Yeah, because I was pretty much, I kind of filtered my way up along the coast, the Gold Coast there. So it was like Cairns and Sydney, and
Yeah.
I bounced around a little bit.
Yeah. It's not too bad of a place to live here in Australia. It's pretty cool.
No, if I could afford to go back, I'd go back, and I wouldn't come back. Like I'd stay there. I loved it. The only sad part is like the winter is so fucked up over there.
Oh, it depends on what part of Australia, though.
Well, where I was at, it would be, 70, be like 65, 70 Fahrenheit. And then it would get like the sun would disappear and it'd get really cold.
Yeah. So you must have been more down south because most people go to Queensland and Northern Territory for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like your Florida kind of temperatures
Right.
over there.
Yeah. Because when I was there, I used the term snowbirds.
Yeah.
And people were like, "What in the God's name are you talking about?" It's snowbird. Old folks that they like stay in Ohio for a while, and then when the cold weather hits, they fly south and they go to Florida.
Yeah. So so our terminology is grey nomads.
Gray nomad. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So they're the ones that travel around in RVs, and they pretty much follow the sun. So
Yep.
in wintertime they head up north,
Exactly what
and then
happened.
they head south. Then they head south for the summer.
Yeah, I just remember. So I just saw Motogirl say something in the side chat about the spiders. I remember when I got into Sydney, the company that I was with, they had someone like come and pick you up, basically.
Yeah.
And they said, well, here's your welcome package. And I'm like, oh, cool. You know, it was like a little bag and had a lot of cool stuff in it. And I pull out this sheet and they said, could you do me it's something to do with like making sure you recognized the animals in the area, you know, like what to do if you encounter. And I just love the first one is, if you see the first 10 insects or reptiles on this list, please avoid at all costs. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. The top 10 most venomous creatures in the world are within like a 5-mile radius of me. Fuck, I'm gonna die.
terrifying.
I'm gonna fucking die. I was like, I'm gonna have to call my parents. I'm like, where's my damn calling card? I'm gonna call them now. I'm gonna call them now and be like, I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'm gonna be coming back.
Yeah. It's crazy because that's what everybody says. Like they're so worried about the spiders and the snakes.
I think I will tell you the only thing that I saw while I was there that would be something of concern was the cane toads. And that was
really?
it. And those, well, yeah, because they said, you know, if you touch them or if you mess with them, but they're fucking delicious though. But yeah, I mean, that was really the only thing that I was, you know, that I encountered that was considered poisonous or deadly or whatever. But no, I mean, I stayed on an island. I forget what it's called. It's been that long ago. I totally forget.
Was that up in Queensland?
I'm thinking it was because it had like there's a cathedral there too, or like an outdoor church because it was made out of vines. I cannot remember what the place is called, but they had like little huts and shit that you could go to.
Okay. Not Lord Howe Island. No, North Lake Island.
It sounds familiar, but like I said, it's I can barely remember what I did last week. But yeah, I mean, and I don't know. I wish I could go back. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I have never met a more friendlier group of individuals because, you know, like we went all over the place and everyone was super duper nice, super duper helpful.
Yeah.
And that was one, and the food, my God, the food was so good.
Yeah, we got pretty awesome food, and it's so multicultural here now as well.
Well, I know one of the things that I got addicted to was one of the places that we stayed at. They had like those, you know, they have people obviously that sell like street food, what we call street food. And there was always this dude that was there every single day around lunchtime that sold like the most bomb meat pies I've ever had. Like I'd buy like 4 or 5 of them and just stash them in my hotel room. It's so good. But yeah, like that, like there's just a lot of things that, and as crazy as it sounds, Vegemite, I miss the fact that I didn't have full-blown access to Vegemite on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's
an acquired taste, but it's really
fantastic.
Good. Yeah.
Like I have a hard time even when Australians like, oh, I fucking hate Vegemite. I'm like, oh my God, why?
My grandfather.
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they don't do it right. Like you don't eat it. Like I've seen people like literally. I watched a video on YouTube the other day of these people trying Australian foods.
Yeah.
And they had like plastic spoons for Vegemite, and this dude took a huge scoop of it. And this is me. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, no. Oh, because you could immediately see his face go white, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's just wrong. Because I sent some to B30, and I made a video about it on his reactions of eating Vegemite. It's like, no, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it so wrong. It's just a smidge.
It's not like Nutella.
And it's definitely not Nutella. Although that is a fantastic prank. I have seen somebody. I had a friend of mine that actually bought a thing of Nutella, froze it, and then cut the center out and filled the center up with Vegemite. And then topped it with Nutella. So when you took a big scoop of it, yeah.
Oh, they just brought out as a limited release of Cadbury's did filled it up with Vegemite. So do you
Yes.
guys get Cadbury's chocolate over there?
We do, but it's not the same type of Cadbury, you guys, that they
okay.
have over. It's a completely the recipe is completely different. Like
Different. Yeah.
It's a different makeup. I mean, we
So
have it here.
So instead of the caramello, they actually had it like a liquid caramello cross Vegemite inside of it.
See, I would totally want some of those.
Yeah, I didn't even get. It was such a limited release that I didn't even get to try it.
Like I was telling Fori the other day, my local grocery store has Tim Tams now.
Oh wow!
So here's the disappointing part. I got some because they have the original and they have the caramel.
Yeah.
And I got a pack of the original because nothing says fun like starting your morning off with a Tim Tam shooter. You know.
Yeah. The Tim Tam Slam. Yeah.
Or at a Tim Tam. Yeah. Well, yeah, Tim Tam Slam. But yeah, that's always the best. But I like took a bite of it, and it didn't taste the same. Like I was so disappointed.
Oh no!
I was so sad. Like I ate like 2 of them, and I pretty much just gave the rest to my friend. I said, "Here, you take these. You take this sad pouch of disappointment. I'm gonna go over here and pout because they're just not the same."
I have to get some sent over to you.
Oh,
but
everybody
loves Tim Tams.
For it, I told him, I said, "For you can hook me up with some Vegemite."
Yeah.
And then he keeps telling me he's got freaking Tim Tam gelato, and he'll send me like random ass Snapchats eating the fucking gelato, and I'm like, I hate you. Why are you?
I know. Well, here's a bit of trivia. Fori only lives about 15 minutes away from me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And we've met up a couple. Yeah. So we've met up a couple of times and stuff like that too. But he works really weird hours, so we haven't been able to catch up much. But yeah, we only live 10-15 minutes away from each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like, amazing on how it all just falls together sometimes.
It is weird. But no, I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I miss, and I need to go back there is what I need to do, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. It's the Yes, Motogal vlogs. That is in the process of doing a dual vlog with Fori with his vlog. We have to sync calendars. We were only talking about that last night. So, and he doesn't have like a headset, so we've been trying to work out because I've got a Senna or a Cena, however you guys pronounce it.
However you feel like saying.
Who knows?
Yeah.
However we say it. They don't ever tell us.
No. So I've got a Senna 20S, but we were just trying to work out how we're going to do a dual vlog together. So we'll try and get one up in the next month and sort it out, work out with his roster. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
We're all reading the side chat.
Yeah.
You can tell because there's
it was going crazy when I was talking. It's like, I can't keep up.
So for everybody else, do you guys have specific rides or a specific event that you're going to go to this year or you'd like to try to go to this year?
Not really, no.
I'm just trying to think of, can I go next weekend?
Yeah,
So
no,
hard.
I'm actually going to Cleveland next weekend, meeting up with E-Hart and a bunch of the Michigan riders and then some of the Toledo tards that I ride with. And
What did you just say?
Toledo tards. That's what I call them. That's my own little thing is I call them the Toledo tards. Yeah. That was something that I came
call
up
my
with.
people that too.
Well, no, because it's all the people that live in Toledo that I ride with. I just ended up calling them the Toledo.
I know, but I just want to call mine tards.
You do you, boo boo.
I know. That's why I love you, because you let me do me, boo boo.
As long as you keep it 100, that's all that matters.
Right?
Amen.
So that's another thing too. about the women riders. Like everybody in here is very cool. And some in the chat that are cool. Don't want to leave you guys out that aren't in here, but like there's a lot of girls that ride for attention, and
Yes.
it's in my neighborhood, it's in your neighborhood,
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere. That is something that I'm pretty sensitive about, and I will not ride with the ones that are just there to take pictures of their bikes and them, and that's not what I'm about. So if that's their thing, that's fine. I don't judge them either. But I like to ride, and I don't like all that attention. I have a hard time, which is why I have a problem with the women only rides. And if it's the rides that you go on, that there are some of those women groups out here that don't get that much attention when they ride. But I know when you get a bunch of women on street bikes only, it's a big distraction out here on our streets. So, you know, I don't know. I wanted to like make that clear. Like there's not a lot of cool women. So like, I like to lift the ones up that are real and, you know, are cool and like to ride. But I don't do the show off thing and the attention thing. And there are a lot out there. So not all of them are cool, and not all of them have good intentions, and aren't really about this what riding is about.
Yeah, well, if you ever go to Big's Ride Out, that you can smell it a mile away, like shit on the bottom of somebody's shoe.
I went to I did go on an all women's ride for Bay Area biker chicks a long time ago. It was horrible. Half of the girls couldn't ride, and it was really scary. There was a girl that was literally crying and held up the pack. I didn't even see that this girl had stopped. There was a girl crying. They called us. We had already reached the destination. We're like, where's the half of the pack? This girl was scared to turn on her fucking Ducati that her parents bought her. She couldn't turn on the street, so she was afraid. It was scary. It was scary. I can't ride comfortably.
Yeah.
When you're so worried about other ones around you and worried about what's going to happen. And
no, that's definitely a good thing that I think a lot of girls don't get, because sometimes girls start riding because their friends ride, right, and they want to ride with them, and the girls are like, come on, girls, let's all go ride our motorcycles, you know? And then you get these women who are on the bike, and maybe they do want to get, you know, learn, and that's what their new passion is, but you can't ride with a group when you don't know how to ride. Like that is super stressful when you're in a group and you have someone new and you don't know, are they gonna be able to make this turn? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? It's like most of the time that's why most of the time I'll go by myself. You know, it was nice the ride I did last weekend with the Dames Don't Care, because they were all pretty experienced, and it was nice being able to hit those twisties without having to worry about, oh, you know, gotta slow down, or so and so, you know, doesn't know how to do this. I loved it.
Well, I know in my area, I am literally the only female sport bike rider in my city.
Wow.
That's hardcore. Yeah, so, you know what? I don't even see, I hardly see any women. I've seen one woman on a Gixxer in my town, and that was like 2 years ago. That was the last time I saw a woman on a sport bike in my town.
Are you closer to Sac?
Yeah.
My friend Leilani is in Lodi.
Okay, yeah, I know where that is.
There's not that many women up there on sport bikes, but there's a shit ton of them down here.
Yeah, I always see the Bay Area and like San Jose and like
East Bay stuff. The other thing I'm going to tell you too is that a lot of them don't ride. They have a bike, but they just don't. ride.
But isn't that like the creed of most women, quote unquote riders? Is like
No, we call I have a name for some of the ones that'll do that. That they have a fantastic, gorgeous bike. You know, I call them parking lot queens. Because basically all they do is, oh shit, there's a meetup tonight somewhere at such and such parking lot. I better go ahead and ride that 5 miles going 10 miles below the speed limit because I don't know how to handle my own bike. And let me find like, okay, I don't want to have to hold on. I don't want to weave through. Oh God, there's too many bikes. There's an open spot. And wait, is there anyone else around me? Okay, that gives me plenty of room that I can back my bike up because it's going to take me about 15 minutes to back my bike up into a space. Let me go ahead and put that kickstand down, and I'm just going to sit beside my bike the rest of the night.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying, I've encountered parking lot queens. And you know, hey, that's cool. If that's your thing, you do you.
Boo boo.
But that ain't me. And don't you dare come up and associate yourself with me because I'll be the first one to say bye.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it really depends because I've been someone who judges people really quick, and I see like, oh, you bought a brand new bike and you're a weekend rider, and you know, that's just, I have respect for them that they're doing what they want to do. If you want to ride once a month, that's cool. You know, they're keeping it real. They don't want to ride more than that, but at the same time, it's like
they don't want to ride.
Spend $20,000 on your bike. That's cool.
Yeah, it's just like, well, I'll be riding then. I'm not gonna hit you up. Sorry.
Oh, I see you in the park. I see you in your driveway cleaning your bike that has that little bit of dust on it. I'm just gonna be like, wah, beep beep.
Beep beep.
But no, but
there's only
there's
only
also,
3 of us, right?
There's
Sorry.
What is going on? Okay, sorry. Go on. Proceed.
No, I was just gonna say there's only 3 girls in this town that rides.
There's 3 girls in your town that ride?
That's it? Just 3 girls in total?
And that's counting me.
Ew.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. There's only 2 more girls that ride in this town. This town is so small. If I wanted to ride with...
Are those the gals you usually ride with on your vlogs?
On my video. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you've got a really good group. I mean, I know it's not big, but I have to give you major props for that because you guys always go out and ride.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're definitely, one of them is younger, so she has 2 younger kids, so she can't ride all the time, which is kind of, you know, it kind of sucks. And but when she can, then she comes out, and it's kind of hard to get together because we all have our own stuff going on. But when we do get together, we have a blast. But I really wish there were a lot more girl riders here in town.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Because I think it will be just fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's a riot. You get enough ladies together.
We've got another question from the side chat when you guys are ready.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot.
Dartman 101 wants to know, of course we all ride, but what got us into moto vlogging specifically?
Ooh. I got into motovlogging when I started looking for a bike a couple years ago, like more than 3 years ago, I think. I found motovlogger videos, and I think I found like EN 187. I found Baker X Derek. Yeah, dude, Baker X Derek was one of the first. Like, I used to watch his dirt bike videos, and who else? Chase on 2. And that was before he changed his name. I don't remember what it was before. It was before he changed his username. Like, this is a long time ago. And I didn't find a lot of girls doing it. I remember finding Tank Girl. And I thought she was so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to do this. Like, there's not a lot of girls doing this. I have to do it. So, got a GoPro, and I ended up selling my first bike, and it was when I got my second bike. I was like, I just got to do it. Got to start making videos. I felt that there wasn't enough girls being represented.
Yep, I agree with you there. I watched the boys' videos for about a year and thought, you know what, I could do that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Anyone else? What got you into motovlogging?
I did it because I just needed to do something. I kind of had a lot of time for myself, and I really
like this, I
did.
got bored, so I needed something to do. So I'm gonna make videos because it was cool.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, well, my son is older. You know, he's my only son. I don't have family here in town, so you know, I have a job, but I drive a school bus. So so I only work 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. So, you know, I kind of have a lot of time to myself, and you know, I just figure why not put that into something that I like. And that's what I love doing it. I mean, I love messing with my Instagram, you know, posting pictures, try to do it every day. You know, just do something, and I'm trying to do something good with it. So it's, you know, if I have the time, why not?
And I do have to say that I love your inspirational, positive attitude. I know not everything is that way, but seriously, thank you for that.
Like for real, like inspirational as fuck.
Yeah. Seriously, I meant that when I said that in my last video. If you're having a down day, you feel bad about yourself, check out PinkGixxerGirls. Seriously.
Go ahead and make one of those really nifty, like, you know, those awesome spiffy flip top calendars that everyone has. Like 365 days of inspiration.
Oh my gosh. I need one of those so I can flip it off every morning. I would.
Mine would be more like I would tear it off and look at it and be like, this bitch is way too happy.
We seriously need to get those for real.
Actually, no, I really wouldn't do that because I actually truly enjoy looking at every time you have an inspirational one. I'm like, that's right.
That's deep. It's deep.
So happy. It hits like right here in them feels, and I have to make sure now that anytime you post something, I don't look at it while I'm driving because sometimes those feels get real, and I'm like, oh fuck, cloudy. But no, honestly, like that would be one of those things. I would love to see you do something like that because they are legit.
That's one of my projects for maybe next year. Do come out with a calendar, you know, to do something like that, and have you guys pick the pictures, you know, my best top 10 or 12,
Ooh.
whatever.
Oh, we're talking 365 days. Come on, girl. You got
a lot of work.
I think I have enough now. Yeah. No, I think the best part out of this, and that's why I'm really proud, and I think people gets it, because it's really easy to just cut and paste, you know, from, you know, somewhere else and just post it on your wall. But what I want to try to do here, and I think that's why people kind of gets me a little bit more, and it's more deep, because I put myself in those, either myself or my bike, and I try to make the scenery kind of catch the phrase as well. So not only is catching your heart and is working your mind, but it's also nice to look at, you know, not just a black background with white letters, you know. So and that was kind of like the idea I was trying to get, you know, make the people feel it instead of just reading it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you do a damn good job.
Yes.
Thank you.
There were two questions for Killswitch Queen directly too inside chat. Custom PPG asked, "Are you going to ride your bike in the next Mad Max?"
Oh, I see. Let's see. Next Mad Max, probably not. The bike, like dude, I don't know if you guys have seen. Like, does he mean the movie? Literally the movie?
I don't know.
Well, there's actually an event called Wasteland Weekend here in California. It's out in California City, and I plan on going to that this year. that's kind of what inspired the bike, was this event. This year they made it from, I think, a 3-day weekend event to a 5-day event.
Damn.
So it's gonna be wild.
And then
I'm
the other
excited
one
about
was,
that.
what are you going to buy next from the Donutter? Wanted to know what Kill Switch Queen's going to buy next.
What I'm gonna buy, like
Bike,
for
I
the
guess.
bike?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have a lot. Well, if I'm gonna buy like something for the bike, like for the build, I want to change out the gas tank and get like some old tankard or like some super old military gas cans or something like that, and make a bracket and make my own gas tank.
Nice.
I would like a bigger gas tank.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, I want to change it because I think I have like about a 3-gallon tank. I want to have at least 5 gallons.
Yeah, or if a jet can just, drop a line every once in a while. And I'm on the
That would be fantastic. We could have flyby fuel ups.
right.
I know. I was so happy to get a bike with a bigger tank than my first bike, and it's still not enough. Damn it!
It's never going to be enough, I think.
What do you guys normally with your bikes? 'Cause I know there's a varying amount there. What do you guys average per tank? I'm just curious.
On the new Cruiser 53.
To a full tank, you can only get 53 miles out of it?
No. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking miles per gallon.
No, not miles per gallon. I'm talking like in total. How many miles can you go before you have to fill up?
189. It was starting to flash. Supposedly you can go
Nice.
2.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, dude.
But
can
that
get
was
some
in
moving in on
town,
that.
not highway. Do you know what I mean? If I was on the highway, it would be a lot less. I'd stop at 150.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine changes depending on how I'm riding. But
Yeah.
like 120,
Well, yeah.
130.
I'm saying average, yeah. I mean, obviously there's varying factors.
Yeah, I get about 120. I might be able to stretch it to 130, to be honest, when I'm riding long trips. I haven't run out of gas yet, knock on wood, okay?
Yeah.
But I've gotten at least 100 miles out of it, so I know I can go longer.
Yeah, I told myself for my trip that I was planning that I was going to stop guaranteed right around 100, because 150 at highway speeds is about max. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So do you ladies actually have fuel gauges on your bikes, or do you just have a light that comes on?
I got nothing.
I got one that
no
has
gauge.
nothing and one that does.
No, he's got Kill Switch has a prayer. A prayer and a dream is what she's got for her gas.
Yeah. It's pretty much a guessing game. It's like if I wasn't paying attention to my mileage when I took off from the gas station, it's like your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
In there, or shake it and listen.
Shake it, see if it's over the hump
Yeah,
yet.
do I have enough?
Honestly, I can open my gas cap while I'm riding, and I can look and see how much gas I have left.
That's old school.
Wow.
Dirt bike.
Yeah.
In woods racing, yeah, you open up while you're riding on the woods. You just open up that thing and look down. Like, all right, I'm good.
Yep.
No, I was just curious. 'Cause I get about 210.
Damn.
215
Nice.
to a full tank. When I rode to Michigan, I only had to fill up twice.
Wow, that's good.
Wow.
Which was great. And that was averaging
Bimble.
that was
When it stops. It's out when it stops.
that was averaging between 80 to 90 miles per hour.
Damn.
So a lot bigger tank than what I was expecting, that's for sure. Because I thought, oh no.
Nice.
But I also have a digital, I actually have a fuel gauge. And when I first got the bike, I can go through the settings and you can actually check, it has the range.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, basically every notch on my actual gauge is 50, I was going to say between 50 to 70 miles per notch. So
Nice.
That's nice.
yeah.
Someone in the side chat, Annette Motobiker, said need a clear gas tank. How fucking cool would that be, dude?
That would be
They
awesome.
do have them.
It had light.
Yeah.
Really?
It has
They
to have
do.
light.
Yeah, I mean, there's custom bikes out there that have They're not 100% clear.
Yeah, they're more like a
I
opaque.
saw one of those scooter things that you guys were talking about earlier have one.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that on Instagram. It was clear.
That's
Yeah.
bitchin'.
Yeah, they're not 100. I mean, they're not technically 100%.
I would be scared.
Well, yeah, because you have to think composite wise, like what it actually has to be made of. You can't use something that has acrylic, because acrylic it'll melt with gas. I mean, over time it wears down.
Yeah.
So there's a type of material that you can use that is semi-clear, but it is resistant to the caustic makeup of gasoline. I've only ever seen them a couple times online, and it was like custom. So I don't know if anyone is out there that actually makes them. I guess you would say.
Yeah, there's a lot of them for dirt bikes and off-road bikes that are opaque, that are what they call the extended tank that you can drop on.
Right. Yep. Yeah, and I know like there are some that have like what they call view windows.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. On a metal tank, you could cut one, couldn't you? And
Yeah,
put a
because
sight glass.
They do that. Yeah, sight glass. Thank you. I couldn't think of the fucking word. I'm like, it's one of those words. But it's like the same. It's the same setup as like the sight glass to protect your oil on your bike.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same exact setup. If you can look and see how those are, like actually.
Yeah, and that would look cool too.
You could put a sight glass.
Hell yeah.
You just have to make sure it's sealed properly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wouldn't want the gas popping out from there.
Yeah. Donutter, I wish we had 95 to 97 on a regular basis. 93 is as high as we go here in Ohio.
Wow, we get 98.
We have 101 here, and my mechanic and everybody else has told me it doesn't make a damn difference in my bike if I put that in or not.
No.
Really?
Now, if you get legit race fuel, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
It runs a lot different.
The 101 apparently does nothing for my bike.
No.
Wow.
Well,
it's just very expensive. Like that's a $20 fill up.
Well, yeah. I mean,
no thanks.
I think I'm trying to remember what.
Cruising, you're on timeout. Cruising, you're just way too late to be coming into this stream.
Yeah, don't even.
I was late as it is, so I'm calling you out.
I'll be there. It's 2.5, almost 3 hours later.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. I might be wrapping this up pretty soon.
No,
that's fine.
It's your stream.
Yeah.
No, it's everyone. It's
No,
everyone.
I like keeping them kind of like to a reasonable time because people get everyone has stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be on another stream. I don't know if I can talk anymore.
Yeah, especially because
Sundays I like Sunday streams because they're super chill.
Yeah.
All that bush.
Hey, you be proud of me. I've only slammed 2 cans tonight. So
After that can, and I wouldn't be able to talk on the stream.
Ask Icee in Vegas. Those girls.
She's hardcore.
She is hardcore. And, hey, Vegas, she told me to come and fucking drink with her over there.
Yeah.
No,
trying to set me up.
I love you, but I wouldn't. You'd knock my ass out, man.
She's trying to make videos where I'm sick and passed out.
We would have a tea party.
Girl, it would not be a tea party.
No, we would end up, all 3 of us would end up getting into some serious fucking trouble. I know it.
Not around here.
Seriously, I don't drink.
Really good with the sheriff's department and the police department around here. So I may be able to get away with just a little bit more. Oh, God.
It would probably involve guns and bikes too.
And knives.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Lady Spindrift made it.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
I haven't seen that ball of sunshine in forever.
I think Cruisin' and Lady Spindrift were like up to something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, just got done taking down the old cabinets.
That's fun.
Oh, you couldn't wait?
Right?
That sounds super exciting.
Way more exciting than a ladies
Yeah.
stream for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I would totally right now if I was like, I honestly would rather be ripping up this linoleum in my kitchen right now than being on here. But since, you know, since I got an invitation, I thought, you know, I might want to fucking be nice because, you know, half of these guys don't know me and I don't want to seem like a bitch. So I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow. I mean, the linoleum can wait one more day.
So funny.
Sorry, I'm a little
Making fun of
savage
me.
tonight. I apologize.
That's all good. We're used to it.
It's the bush. It's okay.
Wow.
It's the bush.
It's that bush. It's making me sassy.
Oh, we see a face.
I see a face. It's not mine.
Anyone? No face. No face.
Oh, it's fine.
Did she mess up?
I think she did a boo boo. I think she did that.
We see you.
Popping it now.
Bitch, I see you.
Yeah, she's like, I see you.
Yeah, if you want to see me, go to my Instagram.
All right. Everybody does that to me.
Funny.
Let me see your face. Let me see your face. It's all over Instagram. Go look at it.
Right?
I actually had someone send me a DM on Instagram the other day. They're like, "What does your face look like?" I'm like, "Bitch,
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, you follow me for
you know
sure.
what? I
I'm
know.
like, okay.
It's crazy. It's so
Dude.
crazy.
Did you
Every
just?
time I get dumb questions like that, I wonder how people like wake up in the morning and like put
Function.
shoes
It's
on the right
scary.
foot and like tie
Okay.
their shoes and manage to get in their cars and go anywhere.
They're driving Priuses. I promise you that.
I'm done. Fuck it, I'm done. Someone drop the mic. Fuck it, I'm out.
So funny.
No, Bowie.
Okay, come back, Bush woman.
All right. Moto Girl Vlog says she's got to call it an evening. And I'm
We're
thinking
about
of
to
her.
call this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm
Sorry,
probably
kitty
gonna
monster.
go ahead and
My husband's going to be home from work really soon, and I've done nothing today.
That's awesome. I support that message. It's okay every once in a while. You know, we can't always have a cape on.
Yeah, I know. And it's school holidays here as well, so the kids are just looking after themselves as well.
Yeah, my son went onto my live stream today, my 15-year-old, and types in the chat, "I'm hungry." And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, go downstairs and make your ass some food. That's what I spend $400 on grogroceries. There's something in there for you to eat. I'm sure.
That was
He goes
pretty
on
ingenious, though. You have to admit.
He goes on my stream, "I'm hungry." I'm like, really? I'm not your mom right this minute. Oh. Yeah.
You still have 44 watching, Kill Switch Queen. You did great, man.
I know this is
Yeah.
wild. I was like, what?
You killed it, lady.
What did it get up to earlier? Because I know it
Almost
was
60.
It was
Yeah,
60
it was about
when I
60.
jumped on.
That's not bad.
Okay,
I can dig it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining in on the panel and everyone who's still in the side chat hanging out. It's fucking awesome you guys are all here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having this. Thank you for inviting
thank you.
us.
Yeah, most definitely. I can't wait till the next one. I'll probably sit out of the next one, and we'll try and get some more ladies.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Me too.
idea.
Yeah.
Me too. I've been on 2 of them, so I need to give more ladies
See,
a
that's
chance.
what I'm talking about. See how we are though, for reals? Like, that's not common for women to be like that. And I feel like a lot of us are that way in here. You know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean?
a lot of women are just like, it's all about me. I'm doing me. Fuck everyone else. It's like, I don't need to be that way, dude. What do I get out of that?
Right?
Mm.
Good shit.
Lady Spindrift, she said she would love to be on the next one.
There
Sweet.
you go.
Right on.
Yeah, I've got Lady Spindrift, Gacky Girl, Teal Monster. I know there's Annette Motobiker. There's
Bash
a
wants
lot.
to put on a wig.
You gotta chop it off.
Yeah, I can definitely be on the side chat on the next one too.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get a whole bunch of new people on the panel. I think
Yeah.
Canadian
Yeah, I'll
Motogal said
probably
she wanted to
be
do the
out
next
for the
one.
next. Yeah, I'll be out for the next one as well, because hopefully I will be employed by then.
Yay!
Yay!
Bash is doing the after party stream. I'm actually supposed to go over to Ken's. Ken is having one at 7:30.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this one, guys. And
Okay.
thank you all for coming in. Thanks for everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Nice.
everybody. Real nice to be with all of you.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.